Anyone can follow. It takes something special to be an original, which is why the 2025 Lincoln Navigator SUV arrives with new ways of surrounding you in luxury, including the ultra-wide 48-inch panoramic display and the multi-sensory Lincoln Rejuvenate experience. A true original never stops evolving. So meet the 2025 Navigator, the original that's all new and better than ever. Learn more at Lincoln.com. Lincoln and Navigator are trademarks of Ford or its affiliates.
Jif peanut butter. It's that jiffing good, it doesn't really need advertising. So instead, enjoy the calming sounds of the ocean. Jif. Ooh, it's that jiffing good. Get your Jif at Jif.com.
My favorite thing about Shipt since I signed up for Target Circle 360? No price markups when I order same-day delivery from tons of local stores. Only a handful of alcohol retailers and items don't count. I won't lie, I've had too much fun being like, markups on groceries? Not in my fridge. Markups on pet food? Not for my DOG. Markups on tools, electronics, home goods, meds? Not in my house. Anyway, it's awesome. Order now at shipt.com/360. Terms apply.
This episode is brought to you by Pluto TV. Pluto TV has all the shows and movies you love streaming for free. That means laughter is free with gut-busting comedies like The Neighborhood, Key and Peele, and Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Mystery is free with countless cases to crack from Criminal Minds, Tracker, and Matlock. And thrills are free with heart-pumping hits like The Walking Dead and Defiance. Feel the free. Pluto TV. Stream now, pay never.
Halliday presents, in the red corner, the undisputed, undefeated Weed Whacker Guy. Champion of hurling grass and pollen everywhere. And in the blue corner, the challenger, extra strength Halliday. Eye drops that work all day to prevent the release of histamines that cause itchy allergy eyes. And the winner by knockout is Halliday. Halliday, bring it on.
This podcast contains mature content, explicit language, suggestive situations, and partial to full frontal nudity. Listener discretion is advised. Don't let your kids listen to this.
Amin, I've got a new drop for you this episode. You ready?
Oh, let me hear it.
You're dead.
My heart was broken during this movie.
Really?
I was expecting to see... You have a heart. I was expecting a scene that never came. And I realize now it's from another movie.
Is it the one where they're behind the truck and the shit?
Yeah, I also...
We all did. We all
thought of Final Destination 2.
I was pissed when the credits hit.
Yo, when they're driving in the car, I'm like, here it is.
I was like, I kind of remember it being daytime, but maybe I was wrong. Maybe it's nighttime.
Final Destination 2 doesn't qualify, so we'll never be able to do it.
It's so upsetting.
They perfected the formula?
Apparently.
I know it's not the Mandela effect, but it was like a real Mandela effect for me.
It's a cosmic mix of the action of the 90s combined with the exploitation films of the 70s. But with modern touches, it's hyper-violence, but it knows what it is. It's a little bit Tarantino. It's definitely a little bit Michael Mann. It's kind of a cosmic gumbo. It almost moves to the beat of jazz.
People are genetically inferior, or they're culturally crippled, or they're socially deprived.
How come God couldn't make everyone one color, like tan?
I wish I'd fucked a black broad before I got married.
I could really feel 400 years of oppression and anger in every pelvic thrust.
I can smell horny across an ocean.
Not all women.
Good for you, man. Good for you, good for you.
Just the hot ones.
Hello, Oprah.
You're not allowed to go down on me for 1 month.
No, Judith,
Don't
please.
make me take away your masturbation privileges.
Yeah, I'm horny too, baby.
Hey, Chowman, come on down here. Will you? I want to exercise my dominance.
Scaring.
I'm getting a patriarchal urge.
Set your sights on the stars and the
mind me. Just keep doing what you're doing. We're a team. We work together.
I don't know if you were paying attention.
I wasn't.
Please, goddammit! Just one more drink! I'll cut off your tits with a knife, you bitch!
5 whiskeys? That's breakfast on the river.
Yo, you have to clip it, Maze.
Clip what? A fucking tiger? What are you talking about?
It's not that hard. Just chop, boom, out.
Wow, Maze has a really hard job.
This is going to be the worst episode we've ever done.
My people don't give a ding-dong diddly about what flag fly over Hawaii.
You bore me, Fury.
Where is the microfilm?
He's nothing but a bag of meat and flesh and tendon.
Why didn't they just name him Spaghetti Lasagna?
Fuck, this movie's 2 hours long?
Not the whole thing.
This is like the John Gruden emails of movies.
Do you like ducks?
Or a trench coat full of bees flying around? Like, that would scare me.
Bees are cool.
That's a duck, man.
No, I get it.
Coolio.
You're the devil's baby, Mama. I didn't lie, Annie. I just didn't tell you certain things.
Don't play no reindeer games with me.
An American ninja? What are you talking about? There's no such thing.
You've gotten rich off of the people in this town. You bet your ass I have. And I'm gonna get richer.
Coughlin's Law.
Go into incredibly descriptive details of the story so we all know.
Oh, man. I wish I had better notes.
Have you ever heard such a pile of shite?
Once I get a DVD player, I'm going to watch Gala Walkers once a day.
Come here and give me a squudge.
You know what to do from here, Internet.
All right, cool. Let me Google how to open QuickTime.
Justice is blind,
He's got space dementia.
but it can be heard.
Time to find out exactly what this ooze can do.
Pull a fucking rabbit out of your dick and phobe.
I'm Temecula's newest hard-on, dog.
Hey, look at here. Why don't we eat us a few thousand beers? You can tell me what's buzzing in the big bad city.
Coming on, yeah! Look out for number one. Set your sights on the stars and the sun. Look out for number one. You gotta push a little harder, yeah.
Enough! It's not funny anymore.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. And fuck you, I'm out.
Welcome to Cinephobe, the podcast we break down the movies you're afraid to admit you love. Zach Harper, that's Amin and Mayes, that's Anthony Mayes. If you don't listen to us on Spotify, Grim Reaper's coming for you. Mayes, you cannot do that enough in this episode, okay? I don't care what the listeners say, you can't do this enough.
Spotify is where you can leave a comment, like on the Dante's Peak episode. $5 said, Golden Dumpster to the helicopter pilot. Up the price on their ass for the rescue. He didn't give a fuck.
What a legend.
He created surge pricing.
And Jimmy K said, Les is Dan the High Talker from Seinfeld. Hearing his real voice absolutely threw me.
That's right.
Wow.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Great call.
Put the town on alert.
Put this town on alert.
Spotify is also where you can vote in the poll. Like the poll for Dante's Peak, 70.3% file, 29.7% phobe.
Go ahead and leave us a review. Leave us a comment. Make sure you listen to the CT5 episodes on the main feed. Leave your CT5 suggestion and lists on social media or in the Discord by subscribing to patreon.com/countthedings to get access to ad-free episodes, extended cold opens, Rewatchington live events, past, present, and future. You often get episodes early, access and discounts on live show tickets, get access to our Discord, and all of the extra content across the entire Count the Dings network. It's not just Cinephobe. It's everything.
Including Basketball Illuminati.
What?
It's back.
Months ago.
It's been back. Yeah.
Season's over. It's back.
Hell of a season.
If you have a submission, submit it. Reminder, it needs to be 40% or lower on the Rotten Tomatoes audience or critic score. Recently, Amin had us get totally naked so we could get vengefully arrested with law-abiding citizen. Then we started a new improved daisy chain.
Chain, chain, chain. Chain, chain, chain.
I used prison to keep us staying cheeked up with the French Foreign Legion and Lionheart.
Did you?
Mays used Scotsman to link us to ope our way through 24 hours with The Pest. Amin used $50,000 to link us to letting the prisoners know that was ridiculous and way out of line. With dirty work, I had to snort revenge to get coked up enough to rappel down Devil's Cauldron to find the bonsai plutonium tree that is Karate Kid 3. Mayes used Vietnam vets to jungle cat towards a man roaring into the heavens with X-Men Origins Wolverine. Amin used Bourbon Street to hitchhike from seedy motel to seedy motel, looking to smash a major in an X-major way with Jack Reacher Never Go Back. I used fingerprints to have us box out Coca-Cola vending machines in the Roman Coliseum with Double Team.
Well,
Maze used
not quite the Roman Coliseum.
Maze used driving through a river to put the town on alert. Might be my favorite one so far. While avoiding sex with the mayor during Dante's Peak, Amin used 1997 volcano movies to help us throw a man 5 inches beyond flowing lava as we melted away with Volcano. I used the city of Los Angeles to throw the daisy chain through countless windows for the Glimmer Man. And now Maze is using death to link us to the 2000 supernatural horror, teen horror, thriller, Final Destination.
This is the new thing that happens now is you say my genre and then you keep going with additional ones. Supernatural horror.
Horror?
Teen horror.
We're 243 years into Cinephobe. This is not me doing it. This is IMDb.
But this is new.
They've expanded. I don't know what to tell you.
I hate it.
Meta tags.
They're going nuts.
SEO.
This is a mean hashtag on Instagram. I hate it.
Hashtag 1111.
You've been such a fraud recently. Let me tell you.
What?
Yeah.
I believe everything.
What?
I'm being led through my spiritual journey.
Pass on. Final Destination stars Devon Sawa, Ali Larder, and Kerr Smith.
Only one of them has been in a Cinephobe movie.
That is Devon Sawa, who is a repeat offender for The Fanatic.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
Hunter Dunbar.
You don't respect the Boulevard, and you don't respect the fans.
He doesn't. He was in Little Giants, Casper, Idle Hands, and Slackers.
And he's Stan from the Stan music video.
I had a real problem
with his face,
looking at him as a high school student. He's so old in the face.
I dislike him so much.
Really? Even in The Fanatic?
Yeah, because he's messing with Moose. I hate, how do I put this? I think he has a fish face, and I don't like people with fish faces. Rest in peace, Matthew Perry also had a fish face.
What's a fish face?
I don't know. It's kind of flat. It's got the eyes wide apart. I don't know how to describe it other than it looks like a fish to me, and I don't like his face.
Eyes Wide Apart? Is that the sequel?
Yeah.
With Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman?
This one, they actually have sex.
Starring Devon Sawa.
Yeah.
See, when Amin said he always looks old, I thought it was because he was thinking of him in The Fanatic.
Oh.
He was bigger as a teen actor. Before The Fanatic happened, he had been gone for a while, 10, 15 years.
This and Idle Hands are probably his two biggest things. And then obviously the Stan video.
This and the Stan music video was peak recognition.
We'll play the sound either way.
You remind me of a very young Jim Carrey.
No.
What the hell are you talking about? So you're telling me there's a chance? Who are you talking to?
Somebody stop me.
He's not the next Jim Carrey. No.
What?
He was in too many things.
What things?
It's a fair assessment, but the problem is that this movie is nothing but next Jim Carrey's all the way down.
Hold on.
Wait a second.
Absolutely not.
Stifler?
Except for Stifler.
Ali Larder? The Whipped Cream Bikini.
The Whipped Cream Bikini, that's right.
Ali Larder was in Varsity Blues, Drive Me Crazy, Legally Blonde, Homo Erectus, and Obsessed, that movie with Beyonce, I believe.
Future Cinephobe, 56 episode of Heroes. I think she and Devon Sawa are above the Jim Carrey line in this movie.
Wow.
Because of the other people in this movie.
100%.
I don't know.
Amin doesn't like it.
Well, he doesn't like white people. Kerr Smith was in 113 episodes of Dawson's Creek and My Bloody Valentine.
So what, he's like the 7th man in Dawson's Creek?
Yeah, it must be.
Fuck you, Kerr Smith. Let's get that out of the way right now. Fuck your face.
Wow.
Whoa.
Kristen Cloak from Stay Tuned. Daniel Roebuck, repeat offender from Money Talks.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
Roger, I never know how to say his name. Gwenveur Smith.
Oh.
He's Smiley.
Yeah.
From Do the Right Thing. He was in He Got Game.
He's in every single Spike Lee movie.
Chad Donella, repeat offender for Taken 3. Sean William Scott, repeat offender from Cop Out and Dude, Where's My Car and Movie 43.
And The Dukes of Hazzard.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
Tony Todd from Bitch Ass. Amanda Detmer, repeat offender for Saving Silverman.
No, hold on.
Tony Todd from Platoon, The Crow, The Rock, and he's Candyman.
What are all these other titles you got?
Oh, sorry.
Disrespecting him with bitch ass.
His name is Candyman.
I refer to him as Candyman throughout my notes.
Okay.
But sorry for making a fun joke about his IMDb.
It was fun. We all had fun.
Seriously, you can't do it enough. Christine Chatelaine, repeat offender for 3,000 Miles to Graceland. John Hainsworth, repeat offender for Scary Movie 3. Nicole Robert, repeat offender for Saving Silverman. James Bamford, repeat offender for Future Sport. Yolanda Corbett, repeat offender for White Chicks. James Kirk, repeat offender for Two for the Money. Morgan Strebler, repeat offender for Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice Ultimate Edition. And Troy York, repeat offender for Scary Movie 3.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
Forbes Angus from Agent Cody Banks and Lisa Marie Karuk from Out Cold.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
Final Destination, directed by James Wong. He directed The One, Final Destination 3, Dragon Ball Evolution, and 4 episodes of X-Files.
Yeah, he produced 61 episodes of The X-Files and 102 episodes of American Horror Story.
3 writing credits on this one. Also, director James Wong. Screenplay credit, 30 episodes of 21 Jump Street, 8 episodes of The Commish, wrote Final Destination 3, 17 episodes of X-Files, and 14 episodes of American Horror Story.
I know it's 21 Jump Street, but hit the sound anyway.
The TV show, not the movie. Glenn Morgan, screenplay credit, everything Wong did, the writing partners. And then Jeffrey Reddick, story and screenplay credit, Tamara and Dead Awake.
And something called Don't Look Back, which is a recycled...
Jack Reacher.
Oh, no.
Jack Reacher, Don't Look Back?
Never Look Back.
Essentially a rehashing of Final Destination, where a woman sees a man fatally assaulted in a park along with a bunch of other bystanders, and then they're all hunted down for bad karma.
Qualify?
Oh, is that like the series finale for Seinfeld?
Daisy Chain.
There you go.
Synopsis for Final Destination. After getting a premonition about a plane crash on his school trip, Alex, a student, saves a few of his classmates. However, their situation gets complicated when death starts chasing them. There are a fuckload of taglines.
Really?
Main tagline, most people have dreams. For Alex, this is real.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Well, buckle up. Face your deepest fears before they face you.
No.
No.
Not what happens.
Death is the final destination. Boarding starts now.
Okay, all right.
Kind of like that one.
Not bad, right? Yeah, not bad. In the best twisted tradition of the Twilight Zone.
No, they wanted it to be, but no.
A film that decapitates Scream 3.
Decapitated.
Whatever, motherfucker!
On March 17th, figure out when it's coming back at them.
No.
Intervention comes at a price.
Confusing. Not great.
We're about halfway through.
Yeah, okay.
No accidents, no coincidences, no escapes. You can't cheat death. Candyman.
Is that the Cinephobe saying?
Oh, you can open this one. Death doesn't take no for an answer.
Oh, shit.
Death got canceled.
Next one. Can you cheat death? Next one. Death is coming.
Oh, come on.
Yeah!
You're dead.
Next one. I'll see you soon.
I mean, that's a quote, right?
Next tagline. Next stop. It's you.
No.
And then last one. Are you ready to match wits with the Grim Reaper?
You're dead.
There's one good one there.
Yeah.
Boarding starts now.
But that makes sense. If you have 17, I really hope that one of them is good.
$23 million estimated budget, grossed 53.3 million US, 112.8 million worldwide. It is a hit, boys.
Big hit.
It spawned a massive franchise. This is what every studio dreams of.
Before we jump in this movie, you listen to the rest of this podcast. Sorry, Final Destination is a rental. Maze keeps it going.
Yes. I picked up where you left off with 3 rentals in a row.
Well, who knows? I don't know about that. Who knows where they're available right now? I just know this one's a rental.
The Quest wasn't a rental. That shit was available on fucking Amazon Prime. It was right there, man.
It will be forever. Final Destination receives 37% on 98 reviews from the critics on Rotten Tomatoes, 68% from the audience on over 250,000 ratings. Amin, check the positive or the negative reviews.
I'm not even going to try and fix my mouth to say it. I'm a glass half full kind of guy, Zach. Give me the positives.
Well, Amin fixes his mouth.
Beep, bop, boop,
Positive review.
Hey, John, that's weird. That glass looks half full to me.
Wow. Now that you mention it, it is half full.
Akos Peter Benche of the screen.
No, come on, man. I'd ask you to do the voice.
I would know. I
don't know what the fuck voice that would be.
James Wong fills the finest moments of his flick with the kind of self-aware suspense that you know is contrived and insincere, but Can't wait to see how it builds to a grisly and blood-soaked climax.
That dude was too aroused.
Akos, Peter Benche.
In the theater.
Trace Thurman of Horror Queers podcast.
Good voice. Why not?
Well, clever twist on the slasher subgenre is good, gory fun, and features one of the best death scenes ever put on film.
That's the best voice you've ever done. You nailed it.
Homophobia.
One of the best death scenes ever put on film.
I can't even tell which one they're talking about.
Well, I'm curious. I would love for them to expand on that. Maybe I'll find out.
Tim Brayton of Antagony and Ecstasy. It commits hard to what it's depicting and how badly it wants to amuse and disgust the audience. Roger Moore of Orlando Sentinel. Any movie clever enough to make the late John Denver a prophet of doom is okay in my book.
We got some John Denver drops coming your way in a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Your boy, Harvey S. Carton of CompuServe.
Oh, shit. It's been a while.
The schemes that Wong uses to dispatch these mostly attractive characters are not only ingenious, they provide some of the comic tongue-in-cheek moments that are part and parcel of the genre. Brian McTavish of Kansas City Star. I'll take this any day over Scream 3.
No, come on now. I'll take every single Scream over this shit.
I don't know about every single one. Do you know how many there are? There's some bad ones.
Are there?
4 and 5 are real bad.
Is Dewey still in it and still a bumbling cop?
Dewey's always still in it and still limping around.
Look at David Arquette, man.
It's like physical therapy doesn't exist in that town. You got shot. You'll be fine. Roger Ebert of Chicago Sun-Times.
The legend liked it?
Smarter and more original than most dead teenager movies.
Yeah.
And then user Amir A, 5 out of 5 stars.
My cousin Amir.
This was written on March 18th, 2024.
Very recent. Okay.
I don't care what anyone else says. This is the best horror movie I've ever watched. The gore, the tension, and raw jaw-dropping moments stand out. I cannot wait for Final Destination 2.
Nah, man.
Well, I got news for you.
Is this dude like Jim Carrey in Dumb and Dumber walking out, like, seeing the frame, think, we're on the moon?
He knows about the internet to post on Rotten Tomatoes, but he doesn't know how to search for the movie.
Negative reviews.
Stop being a pessimist. This tank is not half full. It's half empty.
Christopher Smith of Bangor Daily News.
Bangor, Maine.
About as subtle as an amplified death rattle, only not quite as fun to listen to. Time out.
Cowards.
This portentous chiller is a nasty piece of work. Dan Jardine of Cinemania. Tedious and derivative, it will soon be long forgotten.
Apparently not.
Scoop Jardine. That's what I was thinking of.
Scoop Jardine, yeah. Syracuse legend?
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, rumored, allegedly, not sure, but these are the rumors, was dating Michael Jordan's daughter.
Oh.
Which is why he got a shot with the Hornets at one point.
Well, there it is. Michael Dukina of themoviereport.com.
This guy hates every movie other than LeBron's movies.
Becomes little more than a typical, if highly atmospheric, slasher film, complete with the cheesy dialogue and gimmicky conclusion.
Highly atmospheric has inspired me. I'm going to change my daisy chain.
Okay.
From death to endless rain.
It rained a lot, man.
At least it's believable here in whatever part of New York they're in.
As opposed to Los Angeles, but that is my new daisy chain. Done.
I like that a lot.
I mean, sometimes it's just a glimmer of rain. And then...
John Hartle of film.com. You'll laugh, but you'll hate yourself by the time you're out of the theater. Bob Johnson of Jam Movies. Avoid this obvious exercise in reinventing the Scream formula. Sean P. Means of film.com.
Sean P.
It's hard to root against death when the people involved are never brought to life in the first place.
Oh, got him.
Jeff Weiss of Deseret News. If ever there was a vehicle destined to be shown late at night on the USA Network, Final Destination is it. I'm pretty sure that shit was on USA Network all the time.
Yeah.
And then last one, Robert Chashil of Newsweek. Final Destination? Video store bins.
Got his ass.
That's a 20 CBS thing to say. We'll get a Means first note, May's first note, and my first note after these messages, unless you are a Patreon subscriber, patreon.com/countthedings, in which you get a ad-free episode right now.
Whatever the occasion, effortless elegance is right this way. Because Hilton brings you new ways to stay, courtesy of the Nomad London. And it doesn't stop at award-winning dining in a space draped in velvet and illuminated by vintage chandeliers. know this day goes beyond with unparalleled personalized service and attentive hospitality. Oh, and did we mention the Nomad London can be booked using your Hilton Honors points at Hilton.com? Hilton, for this day.
Finding a new job is stressful. But with Indeed, it doesn't have to be. Just fill out your Indeed profile with your skills, experience, and desired salary. The more you fill out, the better your matches will be. And hearing from hiring managers will be 2 times more likely. Relax. That's your Indeed profile sending opportunities your way. Indeed, the world can work better.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile with a message for everyone paying big wireless way too much. Please, for the love of everything good in this world, stop. With Mint, you can get premium wireless for just $15 a month. Of course, if you enjoy overpaying, no judgments, but that's weird. Okay, one judgment. Anyway, give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
The new McCrispy Strip is here. Dip approved by ketchup, tangy barbecue, honey mustard, Sprite, McFlurry, Big Mac sauce, double dipped in buffalo and ranch, more ranch, and creamy chili McCrispy Strip Dip. Now at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Amin, what is your first note?
Sometimes the first note is nice and succinct. Starring Hunter Dunbar.
Mayes, what's your first note?
I was curious, so I looked up the box office for the whole franchise.
It's got to be pretty good.
Every single movie made money. The last 2 made the most money.
What?
5 movies, total budget $154 million, total box office $666 million.
Whoa!
So that's a crazy profit. Also, it's the goddamn devil.
Yep.
You're dead.
My first note, only things I remember from this movie is the opening scene and then the truck with the logs.
Oh no, Zach.
Absolutely zero memory of anything else.
You started it like this, huh?
Yep, it's raining like Los Angeles and the Glimmer Man.
Steven Seagal is skulking around the outskirts of the house.
Well, you wouldn't see that. You would see a glimmer. And then
You are dead.
We're seeing some ominous imagery as lightning flashes. Amin will say that I said this monkey statue is ass off.
No.
Guess what? He's right. It's ass off.
It's funny. I didn't.
Really?
I do have statue notes later. My first impressions of this rumor is 20 CB plane tickets drop, 20 CB World Atlas drop, and a Toronto Raptors logo in the background. I scoured the trivia. There was nothing to explain why they chose Toronto Raptors.
Basketball lamp. It's from the young Frank Dukes set dressing department.
Yeah.
So how far up New York is this? Is it closer to Toronto than New York City?
No, it's not, because we know they flew out of JFK, and we know that at one point there's driving to Middletown, which actually one of my very good friends grew up in Middletown. So they're not that far out.
They are lingering on this extreme close-up of the fan, previous Cinephobe.
Oh, shit. I thought that oscillating fan said Taffer.
It says something that's kind of problematic.
What's it say?
It's Typhoon, but it's spelled Taifun.
Is Typhoon problematic?
Is it? Isn't it?
No, come on, man. No.
The way they spelled it felt problematic to me.
I'm not trying to bait you into anything. There's no masturbating design here.
Well, there's always a masturbating design. Hold on. Don't tell lies.
Now it means offended. So you're saying the way it's spelled, not the word typhoon in general.
It just threw me off, I guess.
Okay.
It is a good name for a brand of fan, right? Like it blows.
Why not spell it normally?
Well, because I think there are negative connotations with the actual word typhoon.
What if this company was founded by Ty Streets, former 49ers wide receiver? I believe he spelled it T-A-I.
What if it's Typhon and we've just been doing this wrong the whole time?
The word typhoon?
Yes.
You fucking bingo? No, it's never been typhon.
Yes, and.
When the France guidebook is pulled off the bookshelf, it reveals Death of a Salesman. And I'm already alarmed at the writing.
Dude,
we're in a bad spot.
Dude. Writing is definitely a horseman.
Writing is absolutely a horseman.
I didn't watch a lot of X-Files growing up, but this already feels like a terrible X-Files episode.
Absolutely.
It also blew open the pages of the guidebook to a drawing of the guillotine.
These credits are 3 minutes long.
And it's all the fan.
We're spending a lot of time here, and it ends with a page that has "This is the end." They said it.
This is the end is on Jim Morrison's grave. Paris.
Did you guys hear the droning of the fan? But it sounds like some asshole going, into the fan. And I kept waiting for the guy's little brother to be doing it.
Right.
Nope. The fan makes that noise on its own.
Hunter Dunbar's mom is giving some airport rides position. His 90s dressed ass dad.
Dude, the parents come in with a tray full of exposition.
How's my suitcase working out? Hunter Dunbar has this theory that you leave the check bag tag on the luggage until the airport because the last flight on it didn't crash. Mom asks where he would get this nutball idea. As she rips the tag off in slow motion, the dad shrugs and goes, I'm still here.
Banter.
Guarantee they're not having sex anymore. Those two haven't had sex in years.
Who, Hunter Dunbar and his dad?
Nope. Please clip in the bingo laugh from Hunter Dunbar here.
So, 17, on the loose. Senior trip with your friends in Paris. There's that black tar exposition. Straight to the veins.
Amin is tying up his charging cord around his fucking arm like a goddamn tourniquet.
My eyebrows singed. Holy fuck, this is balls to the wall. Every single word being said in this conversation is exposition.
10 days in the springtime. Live it up, Alex. You got your whole life ahead of you.
That's why you're flying Live Forever Airlines.
Now he's in bed. We get the shot through the fan of the monkey statue. I said, is that King Kong?
Nope.
Does that make him a repeat offender, or is it a half point like we saw in the Whoopi photograph?
I would say it's a half point. It's definitely not fully King Kong, but I think it is based on King Kong.
You don't think it's King Kong?
No.
Why not?
He didn't have that body. Face looks similar, but didn't have the body.
Ass on in his restless sleep is what I would put.
Whooshing wind. Horseman.
How much fucking wind is in this house?
I figured out where they are. They're in Chicago.
A woman says his name and it wakes him up. He looks at the Taffer fan immediately. It's 1 a.m. Wait, it's 1:80 a.m.? Why is the zero turn into a? Oh, it's because
we're transitioning to flight 180 on a display screen.
Live Forever Flight 180. We're at the airport. Carter puts a heavy bag on Stifler's shoulder. Curbside. It's too heavy for him. He falls over.
Mays, clip in airplane again.
There's just no stopping in a white zone.
Oh, really, Vernon? Why pretend? We both know perfectly well what it is you're talking about. You want me to have an abortion.
It's really the only sensible thing to do. If it's done properly, therapeutically, there's no danger involved.
Feels like with all of these teenage girls, Amin's going to be creepy.
Hey, Hitchcock. I was like, come on, you hacks.
Hitchcock?
You named him Hitchcock.
It's the tip of the goddamn iceberg, I mean.
Go help Bram Stoker with his fucking bags over there. Like
they don't even know what I'm hitting them with. Like Amy Poehler in Envy, when she announces, I'm about to run for Congress. I don't know if it's big Congress or little Congress.
Dad says bye to his rat-faced son and his friend. Oh, wait, that's his brother. Gives him money as they hurried into the airport. It's like $6.
They're going to fight over it, though.
I wish I had my bell. Exact same note, too. He gave him like $6, like Uncle Harold did to Todd at the beginning of Teen Wolf 2. All right, Todd, have fun in college. Yes. $6. What the fuck am I supposed to do with that?
That's a deep cut.
Clip Forbes Angus as the French teacher locking up the Louis Pinnock with this bad pronunciation.
Les étudiants, allons-y en France.
I have this very same jersey that Stifler has on. That Rangers alternate logo that no one remembers in white.
So not the same.
And finally, girls named Blake. I've met a couple in my life and it always throws me off.
Blake Lively.
I've never met her.
You're missing out. The dad tells Hunter Dunbar to take care of his boys. He will. We have some brotherly banter. I just refer to Todd as Ratface the entire movie. Ratface says he didn't think he could look worse than his yearbook photo, but his passport photo did it. His brother says, how do you think I feel having to look at you all the time?
Banter.
Brotherly banter.
The French teacher is ass off.
Why are there French PA announcements in the New York airport?
Same. Note 2.
Menage.
And all the signs are in French. Bienvenue, da-da-da.
I guess it is Air Volet, but still.
No.
They would not be doing that.
They don't own the goddamn terminal.
Also, why do none of the kids in this French class speak any French?
Only Ali Larder knows.
Ali Larder is reading a book, and I said, she's learned.
On the first page, like LeBron, holding it up so everybody can see, the book is Tropic of Cancer by Henry Miller, a book that is notorious for its candid sexuality.
Please clip in Philip Baker Hall as the library detective scolding Jerry Seinfeld, season 3, episode 5.
Oh. You think because you're a celebrity that somehow the law doesn't apply to you, that you're above the law?
Certainly not.
Well, let me tell you something funny, boy. You know that little stamp? The one that says New York Public Library? Well, that may not mean anything to you, but that means a lot to me. One whole hell of a lot.
Tropic of Cancer was the book Jerry didn't return in 1971.
This you're not going to believe. The New York Public Library says that I took out Tropic of Cancer in 1971 and never returned it.
Do you know how much that comes to? That's a nickel a day for 20 years. It's gonna be $50,000.
It doesn't work like that.
If it's a dime a day, it could be 100,000.
Also, I thought if Ali Larder gains a bunch of weight, Ali Blarder?
Oh,
Don't do that.
No?
no, come on, man.
Why? Paul Blart.
Don't bring that movie into this.
A monk? Was it supposed to be a Hare Krishna, but not?
Yes.
Not dressed in that way.
No.
He's wearing a tweed blazer. It wasn't the same thing. Pamphlet that says death is not the end. Hot teacher says it'll be for him if he keeps harassing her students.
I wrote, okay, I want to fuck this teacher. There's something about her being very protective that made me.
It says Hari Rama, and she mouths fuck off and then laughs and walks away.
This movie didn't need to be rated R.
Well, the death.
Murder?
Oh, just for the heads popping off?
Someone gets decapitated, yeah.
Okay, you got a rated R rating. You got to give me at least some gratuitous, you know?
Gratuitous?
Gratuitous.
High school students.
For once, I think Amin is just talking about the adult.
The hot teacher.
Carla Fugino.
She dropped 3 F-bombs within the first 5 minutes of the movie.
I don't need her to talk.
I was like, oh, she's going to be butt-ass naked at one point, and she's going to die gruesomely. Boy, was I mistaken.
Checks his bag. Agent is asking questions. He's focused on the flipboard for the flight updates.
Because it's so loud.
20 CB, flipboards.
She puts the tag on the bag. It says, Final Destination. They tagged it.
Not a single airline in the world will put the city name on the bag. It just says CDG.
Charles de Gaulle.
Also, a French person would never say your birthday is month year and would not call 9:25 p.m. 9:25.
Right.
They'd say 21:25, and they would have said, oh, you are 25-9.
Military time, baby.
I still need to find out who is this Swedish broad.
That's not the case.
Dude.
I'm just trying to prevent dementia.
I'm doing a Hunter Dunbar where I'm seeing the design.
I'm learning new things.
I've got charts.
Trying to keep my brain active in ways it hasn't been before.
Hunter Dunbar has undiagnosed ADHD, right? That's why he's constantly distracted by flipping boards and wind sounds.
This kid's just a bingo.
It's a little uncouth.
Hey, guys, remember when we praised the writing? Wait till we get the camera to zoom in on the word terminal.
I damn near phobed that movie right when it did that. Stifler gets bullied some more by Carter. Rat-faced brother is pushing his brother about their $6 the dad gave him. The hot teacher gets in the middle of it.
Carter and Terry aggressively making out. She's mounted him.
They're having sex.
Teenage hijinks.
How did that happen? He went from shoving Stifler, the camera follows Ratface, as you call him, and then as it pans over, they're having all-out sex right there in the terminal, and none of the teachers give a fuck.
No one cares.
Meanwhile, the learned one is reading the paper.
Learned one?
That's what I call her early on. Then I just call it a weird broad. Reading about Princess Diana, and again, I have to point out that I walked past the crash site an hour before it happened. My own Final Destination.
Wow, you've been dodging it ever since.
You are dead.
She looks at Hunter Dunbar, Bingo staring at the CGI plane outside.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the plane was ass off.
No.
Because it was staring at him back. They were in a staring contest.
You know what? Candidate for ass off. You're right. Ratface wants Hunter Dunbar to go take a shit with him.
Dude, why don't you go take one yourself?
No, dude. Listen, okay? Listen, take some knowledge. We're about to board a 7-hour flight. The toilets and coach are barely ventilated closets, all right, if that. Now, let's say halfway through the flight, right? Your body wants that airplane food out. You gotta go torque a wicked cable, and then right after you, like directly after you, walks in Krista or Blake. Dude, do you want them to associate you with that watery sting in their eye, that reflexive gag at the back of their throat?
That last part sounds okay.
Wait, we'll come back on that later.
Oh.
A monologue ripped from the mind of Amin Hassan here.
Amin took a shit on a flight.
Twice.
2
different flights.
2 shits on a flight.
Because they had a connection.
Cut to them side by side in the stalls.
They're taking tandem shits? No way, bro.
That's insane.
That's insane.
But he was so convincing with his speech. He sold him.
We're not going side by side.
No? He's not passing notes underneath?
This unnecessary overhead camera angle, and then it swings down, and Alex recognizes
Mr. Sunshine on my goddamn shoulders, John Denver.
Really?
Can you believe it?
Wow.
Replaced by John fucking Denver.
Same note, too.
He died in a plane crash.
I thought he died of pneumonia. No, wait, that's Bob Denver. Thought he died of a ham overdose, though. No. That's a Denver omelet. Thought he just flew off into space. Nope, that's Carol Danvers. I thought Elton John wrote a song about him. No, that's Tiny Dancer.
You didn't think we had enough bad writing in this movie?
I thought he was in Angels in the Outfield. No, that's Tony Danza.
No. I thought he grew a mustache. No, that's Tony Kaladiud.
That's not. No. Doesn't work. Hot teacher's looking for Stifler as the flight is boarding. Krista and Blake get on ahead of Hunter Dunbar, and he watches them walk.
He doesn't watch, he ogles.
Is this kid possessed? He's too weird to have friends in high school.
He is Preston Myers reincarnated.
No, Preston Myers is social. This kid's a freak. In the 90s, if you were weird like that, you didn't have friends.
I thought you were going to go somewhere else with that. If you were weird like that, they'd call you a Mike Dexter.
Well, Zach, his friend is Ratface, who wants him to come take a shit with him in the bathroom. I don't think we're dealing with the most popular kids at school.
Ratface and his brother, Liev Forever. He sees the lightning outside. Ratface keeps pushing him because it won't fucking go anywhere. I said that baby looks like reborn Colin Robinson. I am on a rewatch of What We Do in the Shadows.
Baby crying.
Ratface brother said this is a good sign. The baby is there. The younger, the better.
Oh,
yeah.
Same note too. I also got an ope right after that.
Oh.
Bad writing also.
It'd be a fucked up god to take down this plane.
And then...
No, my note, shut the fuck up. My note is, oh no, Amin, please, no notes on the guy with the oxygen tank, but also ass off.
He went for it.
George Wesper's a really messed up god.
He went for it, man.
Sure is a lot of talk about dying on a plane before you get on a plane.
Like they've never been on a flight before.
Yeah, I mean, nobody would talk this much about a plane crashing.
They know what movie they're in.
Other than perhaps a 9/11 conspirator. Someone who might talk about it that much.
I mean, this is in the before times.
I mean, check out this photograph. All right, Hunter Dunbar clicks into his middle seat like a nerd. Like, asked. So
Crystal, why did you take the picture?
You know why. This is why.
You didn't even take it. You didn't even take it. You didn't even take it at the best time because there's a point where he starts smiling. And that's the apex. That's when I gave him ass off.
I almost retook it.
I shut it all down. Like, I don't give a fuck. No more submissions.
Blake asked Ratface to switch seats with Krista. He says he would, but he has a UTI.
I got a bladder thing.
Oh my God, this bingo.
I'm smooth as peanut butter. I definitely know how to talk to ladies.
Did you guys notice that when Hunter Dunbar sits down, he's in the 9th seat of the 25th row in a 3-4-3 layout? 3, 4, 7, 8 is the aisle, 9 is the middle seat, and he's in the 25th row. Numerology, 11-11.
I said, is there one fucking D in Todd's name?
Yes, there is. Toad.
Hunter Dunbar agrees to switch seats. Ratface calls him an ope.
He agrees because they go, please. And I was like, damn that please.
In high school, that would have worked.
But you gave up a middle seat for a window. Like, I get it. It'd be nice to sit next to broads on a flight, but I'd rather have the window.
Broads.
Because that's why Ratface doesn't want to switch seats.
Of course.
Hunter Dunbar, on the other hand, is in a middle seat. So when he trades seats with them, he gets the window.
It's an upgrade.
You don't need a please. For sure, I'll take that window seat.
But they were just denied, and they're probably not denied for much.
Right.
They're turning on.
They call him sweet. Todd is pissed.
What, do you think you were going to titty fuck them over Greenland? He says titty fuck about high schoolers, and it means wondering why there's an R rating.
No, I'm saying they could have easily written this movie to not include this gratuitous language, or you keep the language and show me some titties.
They're high schoolers.
It's not that hard.
Put that in the intro.
Ratface complains he has to watch Stuart Little now. Hunter Dunbar's tray table is broken and the tray keeps falling down. Call button is pushed. I don't think I've ever pushed the call button on a flight.
I have. I'm going to tell you what. This is 20CB because the call button looks just like a woman.
All women working this airline.
Pretty much, yep.
Stifler takes a seat. Hunter Dunbar is sweating like crazy. He looks like shit.
Yep.
They close the door. We're taxiing. Dipshit guide announces that the trip has begun.
He throws his hands up in the air like a real bingo. Notre voyage commence.
Everyone starts clapping.
Is the whole cabin their school?
Did they just buy out the plane? If not, I'd be pissed.
Is Carter getting a handy from saving Silverman?
Is he?
It looked like it.
Isn't he?
Hunter Dunbar's freaking out. The plane is unstable, calms down. Everybody laughs. There's rocking again. Bags are falling out of the compartments. Everybody's screaming. Oxygen masks are down.
Yo, shout out to the French teacher committing to the bit because the plane is going down in a fiery crash and he's still talking in French.
He doesn't break character until they wrap the DVD commentary. This guy is in it. How did a hole in the plane rip at 4,000 feet?
Great question. People are CG flying out of there.
Yep. Same note too.
And then the whole plane explodes in a fireball.
Yep.
Is this plot liftoff?
No, film noir. Hunter Dunbar was asleep and he dreamt it.
They should have cut back to the dump. That's what I said. I wanted him to wake up on the shitter like, oh.
We're cut back to switching seats. He's so sweaty.
Deja vu all over again.
He's freaking out.
He hops over Toad to check the broken latch from the tray table. Flight attendant comes over. People ask him what's wrong. The plane's going to explode.
Carter is unhinged. He immediately goes, what's your fucking problem?
He gets up and tries to fight him.
Yes.
Why?
He punches him immediately.
Why the fuck do you care?
This kid is a menace.
He's also S on.
Well, yeah, of course. He's unstable. He punches Hunter. The chaos removing Hunter from the plane pushes out Carter, saving Silverman, Stifler, hot teacher, and the French guide.
Oxygen tank during the crash scene is also incredibly.
Don't do it. Don't.
I'm just saying he's ass off.
No.
He does a good job during the crash scene.
I can already tell we're going to give him ass off in this.
Is there another candidate even?
Because even if I push back, you will convince me.
Hunter Dunbar is shouting, this plane is going down. You have to get off this plane. In case you needed another indication that this is pre 9/11.
Allie Larder decides to leave. She wasn't in this whole thing, but she decides to leave. The hot teacher's arguing with the pilot. She has 40 students going to Paris. After he tells the cops that nobody gets back on board.
They do need a chaperone on the plane. Can you imagine if 30 of the high school students got to Paris without a chaperone?
She's doing it in such a hot way, too. The pilot says one of them can get back on, but that's it. She calls out to the French teacher. His name is fucking Larry?
Yeah.
Larry the French teacher.
Larry's in character, man.
Marceau Boulangerie is named Larry?
Yeah, that's them the ones that go the hardest.
Larry is Louis Pinnock. Lock it in.
Yeah.
No.
Not the actor, the character.
Oh,
well, okay.
Larry the French teacher. Get her done.
That's Rudy Gobert talking.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Rudy Gobert here.
Next flight's in 3 hours. I'm like, how did she know the flight schedule? Just on top of her head?
Because they didn't have apps back then. We're not doing that.
She says Larry should go because, the whole French thing.
She doesn't speak any French?
Is she not a French teacher?
No, she's not.
She's going to get
dick
sexed by a French man.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Maze, did you not know that?
I'm amazed that 2 people on this flight on a trip to France speak French.
This is like Zach's French class.
The fuck does that mean?
You don't speak French.
Madame Posar was fucking great. What are you talking about?
Madame Posar is fine.
She's Romanian, by the way.
You're Mr. Poseur, though, and that's what I'm talking about.
Poseur?
Yeah.
Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Why did you say that in a French accent? So all of this is actually very believable. None of the students actually speak French. The one teacher is a diehard. The other teacher is just there for the free trip to France and to get dick down. I'm all with everything here.
What do you mean you're all with everything here?
Yeah.
She's going to get dick down in France. I'm all for everything here.
Should I not be for that?
I don't know.
Stifler is trying to argue that he was locked in the bathroom, but they shut the door in his face.
Why did he walk off?
He's an idiot.
He's a very underdeveloped character.
Well, he was late on the plane, so as they're pushing off, he is caught in the mix.
Got it. Okay.
Todd called Alex's parents. They're on the way.
It's 3 hours. Why are they on the way? We're going to get on the next flight.
Well, he's not going.
Oh.
He's been yelling about the plane's going to blow up. He's cooked.
This is pre 9/11 where the penalty is you're going home, young man.
Carter and Terry look wistfully at the plane pulling away from the gate.
Hunter Dunbar's explained his premonition. He says it was so really real. I wish I had the next pick because that would have been my daisy chain right there.
Really real?
Yeah, really real.
The bully says, we've already blown half a day, whatever. I said, well, you blew 3 hours.
Right.
And also, nobody told you to fight him.
You're the one that threw a punch.
You want to talk about hoisting responsibility?
Jesus, Draymond Green. Like, what are you talking about?
He's choking Rudy Gobert everywhere.
All because Browning has a bad dream. The plane, it's gonna blow up. It's gonna blow up.
Carter's mocking him. Rat Face is yelling, fuck you. Hunter Dunbar tackles him, says the only trip he's taken is to the fucking hospital.
TGT?
Yes.
Stifler watches the flight take off. Carter says, you're paying for my trip. And he says, I wish you were still on the plane. CGI explosion in the background of this flight.
And Stifler goes, oh, geez.
This shit is all the way over there. It shatters the terminal windows.
What a delay, though.
That cannot be physics.
No.
If you have objections to those physics, you're going to have a tough time with the wind in this movie.
I sure do. I sure do.
Right as the plane was exploding, I don't know if you caught it. The flight attendant comes on, says, fasten your seatbelts, make sure your seat backs in an upright and locked position. Put those tray tables up because, ladies and gentlemen, we got plot liftoff.
I don't have it yet.
I don't either.
This kid is going to go to Guantanamo post 9/11, right? You said a plane is going to explode and then explodes. You're never coming home.
Get fitted for your jumpsuit.
I hope you like the color orange.
They question Hunter Dunbar. He clearly made that plane explode. Everybody looks at him in horror. They're sitting in this room together now. He says he didn't cause this.
Howard Siegel from National Transportation and Safety Board. Families have been contacted and are on the way.
Mays, I need you to clip this Family Guy bit with the seagull at the Adam Sandler movie.
This is my old bicycle that I had from when I was 10. Sometimes the banana seat hurts my hiney.
Will you shut up? You shut up, man. It's a comedy.
You know I love Carla Fugino, but she asks, were there any survivors? What?
CT5 dumbest statements.
That's the dumbest question ever. Allie says that Hunter's not a witch. How would he know? Authorities come in to talk. Anybody need medical attention or spiritual counseling?
Yeah, that was very 21st century, ma'am, of them to offer that.
She asks again if there are any survivors. I said, oh, you poor, dumb, hot teacher. Smiley is Agent Shrek.
Yes.
And I'd call them Shrek and Donkey the rest of the movie.
Same note too, bro.
Agent Wiener is the other guy, so that's your donkey.
It's Donkey to me. They're FBI. Want answers because, of course, they do. He screamed the plane's going to explode, and then it exploded.
And they glare at Alex. Big surprise.
These questions are being asked on U.S. soil. Staggers me. I thought immediately he's going to a black site, and they're torturing him endlessly.
Shrek asked how he knew the plane would explode. Donkey asked if he took any drugs.
Did you take any sedatives before boarding the plane or on board? Did you take any sleeping pills, any narcotics, any hallucinogens, Alex? Did you take any drugs? And Hunter Dunbar whispers, no. I just took a dump in the stall next to my buddy while he also took a dump.
See, I said that he said he saw what it happen. I saw what it happen.
You are dead.
Saw what it happen.
They ask why he said he wished Carter was on the plane. Toad says his brother told him to get off. Valerie says she sent Larry back on. They wonder why Clear got off the plane. She believed Alex.
Toad says, my brother told me to get off, and that's the moment he realizes that his brother died in the crash.
Had not occurred to him at all.
At all.
Can you have a High Sweet Annie Award for brothers?
I have a brother?
I have a brother? Yes.
And that's when I learned that the learned girl's name is Clear.
Yeah. Another airport reference.
Not Claire, but Clear.
Clear Rivers.
No, that can't be it. It has to be Claire.
No, it's Clear.
Clear.
Clear Rivers.
Clear Rivers.
What are we in Iceland? We don't have clear rivers.
Parents come in for everyone. Hugs all around. Except Clear. She doesn't have parents.
So this broad is an orphan?
Is she an orphan?
The bully, his parents are dapping him up like, you good? Oh, now we know why he's a bully. His parents clearly withheld affection for his entire life.
About 4 minutes of questioning and we're done.
Yeah.
On an explosion of an airline.
20th century broad.
Okay.
These FBI agents, put them at the top of the list. They're worse than the FBI agents from Honest Thief.
Yeah.
They are terrible and useless.
If you see someone who every time they're around, somebody dies, do you even stop to consider logistically could they have done it? Or do you just say, that motherfucker got something to do with it, and then react accordingly?
These aren't county sheriffs. You're the fucking feds.
Yes.
Even pre 9/11, you could do what you want.
But no one told them that.
In the Southern District of New York, one of the most aggressive offices in all of the nation.
They're even worse than the commuter agents. They're awful.
I forgot about that.
Hanging out on a fucking platform.
The train whizzes by. They're like, oh, shit.
Oh, damn it. They didn't stop.
The Dunbars are giving her a ride home because she's an orphan? I don't know what's going on here.
What's the weather like?
Oh, it's raining.
Heavily.
They're home and Hunter is crying with his parents. There's some newscast position about the wreckage. No known survivors.
When they get home, the scene is shot
from outside
while King Kong is in the windowsill.
Chittering.
It made me think that Kong has a norm-sized hog and he's been waiting for Hunter to come home this whole time like, hey, what's up?
Lots of exposition about the class trip on the newscast. The students removed before it took the flight. I said, Jesus Christ, is this footage in 180p?
Vol Air Flight 180p.
I don't know how distraught I would be for a plane crash where everyone who died is people I don't like that I went to school with.
I don't think that was the case. The people he doesn't like lived.
Yeah, Carter.
Yeah, Carter. Yeah.
Dumb old Carter. I can't believe I didn't think of that till now.
Not to be a stickler, but there's no way debris would be in the Atlantic because they don't fly over the Atlantic. They fly up the eastern seaboard across Greenland, Iceland, etc., and then come back down over Britain and then France.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little flight's position for you people.
Jet fuel burns on the ocean surface. Thunder rumbles. Lightning flashes outside. He sees lightning hit his driveway as he grabs his head.
Does he think the lightning's after him?
Well, it is.
It is, Zach. That's the problem.
But why would he think that?
Why does he think that his plane's going to explode on his way to the airport?
Why would his dad?
Uh-oh.
Funeral time. 39 days have passed?
It's a lot of time.
Zach, how do you feel?
I don't like it.
Death takes a lot of vacation days.
Death taking a sweet ass time after that.
No rush.
Death went and regrouped like Rocky and Rocky IV. All right, I got to start training.
No death line.
I'll tell you exactly what happened. Death got back to the office and like, all right, that was good. Got the whole plane crash full of them, 267 people, yada, yada, yada. And then somebody comes in, says here there's 7 people on that flight that didn't die.
Yep.
The fuck you talking about? They're right here, man. So Death is doing the audit because no way this is wrong.
Death got audited. That's what happened.
39 days later, he's like, son of a bitch, I'm going to have to go kill these people. All right.
They lost 39 loved ones. There's your numerology. 39 days, 39 loved ones.
Mm-hmm.
It took over a month for a memorial service?
Well, they had to build that statue.
Before we see the statue, I said, that's Sean Ass Digging a Pool Award because late 90s, there is nothing people love more than a candlelight vigil.
Oh, yeah, they love a candlelight vigil.
For an airline explosion?
Oh, it would have been all over America.
Candle business through the roof. People died just so the communities could have candlelight vigils.
They killed people just so they could have candlelight vigils.
Big Wick.
You're dead.
Big Wax.
Maybe they blew up the plane.
Oh, you know what? It's not the Grim Reaper. It's Big Wick.
I don't like that name.
John Wick.
There still isn't a determining cause for the accident. Did they make a fucking statue for these dead bodies?
Yes.
As each day passes, we ask ourselves, why?
Ratface's dad is staring at Hunter.
Yeah, something's off with Ratface's dad.
The FBI is there?
Oh, yeah, they don't have anything better to do.
The statue is a giant bird. This is a terrible memorial.
Yes.
They died on a flight.
It's the high school, the Eagles. That's the only thing I could think of.
And so before we can heal, before we can escape the presence of death and time, we must mourn and celebrate theirs with this memorial. Alex makes eye contact with Clear, and this very bizarre original acoustic song starts playing.
We fill the boxes with picture books of memories of fun and happy and not so in between. Do you remember that time that we have never laughed so hard? Close at hand, that's where.
Carter tells Alex he doesn't owe him anything because all I owe these people is to live my life to the fullest.
This kid's a psychopath.
Why are you on his dick so hard? Just ignore him.
Why don't you stay off the JD then, huh, Carter? This kid's 17.
You dumb old drunk, Carter.
Carter grabs Hunter Dunbar's arm like an abusive husband.
Listen, don't you ever fucking tell me what to do, all right? I control my life, not you.
Carter!
I'm never gonna die.
That's an ultimate live forever moment right there.
Golden dumpster.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that Carter has a bad home life.
I told you.
If this is the way that he's reacting.
His parents dap him up.
I told you, man.
You told me, I mean, you were right. You were right on it.
Stifler thinks this is the time to tell Hunter that he took his driver's test and barely passed.
Ass off.
Stifler might be not the smartest.
Driving instructor told him he's going to die at a very young age. What?
What the fuck, man? You're an educator.
That's a government employee.
Is that true? Not now, not here, not ever, Billy. Now Billy's treating him like a psychic. If I ask out Cynthia Pastor, will she say no?
I enjoyed it.
Carlo Fugino's crying. Hunter tries to swoop in on that.
Don't talk to me. You scare the hell out of me.
What the fuck, lady? You're an educator.
Not for long.
Why is Hunter still standing at the statue?
He's awkward.
Everyone else is coming up and going down.
Toad stands next to him. Alex says, don't take this the wrong way, but I miss you because I don't want you to call me gay.
Homophobia.
This is what I wrote. I miss you. Not like a friend. I miss that hog of yours.
A lot of hog talk from you already in this movie.
So much hog talk. Oh my God.
There's so much more hog talk. Said Mayes clip in the Horrible Bosses 2 Blanston scene.
How did this make you think of Blanston?
You want to know if I ate that dick?
Did you suck that cock like a bomb popped down to the blue?
You want the answer?
Give it to me, Blanston.
I ate that dick, I ate those balls, and I licked that kid's sweaty asshole.
Damn right you did, because
right.
you are awesomely gay.
I am super gay, never been straight.
So he says, but my father, he doesn't understand. And I said, is my joke accurate? Look, when he gets over this thing, you and me, we'll take a road trip to the city. Catch the Yanks. Okay, he's definitely confirming my joke, right?
Oh, I wrote catch some Yanks.
They like to take dumps next to each other. They like to catch the Yanks next to each other, too.
Ratface has to go do a reading. Why is Hunter still standing up there? Allie's up there now.
She offers him a flower. Because of you, I'm still alive.
Nope. She offers him the punani.
And the photographer from Speed 2 Cruise Control is on the spot to take a picture of that moment for some reason.
Ratface gets up and starts delivering a eulogy.
He's doing his reading of Marcel Proust.
Why is he talking like this? This is the Louis Pinnock.
We say that the hour of death cannot be forecast. But when we say this, we imagine that the hour is placed in an obscure and distant future. Never occurs to us that it has any connection with the day already begun, or that death could arrive this same afternoon. This afternoon, which is so certain, and which has every hour filled in advance.
They brought terrible writing into a movie with terrible writing.
Oh, you're shitting on Marcel Proust now.
Absolutely. That is terrible writing. You know who else sucks? Shakespeare.
Wow.
All right, cut to nighttime. Ratface heads to the bathroom.
Another dump.
We see the window open. The breeze comes through.
It's the Horseman, gusts of wind.
No fishermen getting blowjobs on the shower curtain.
Unfortunately. Wind from another window blows the bathroom door shut. He was going to take a shit with the door open. Power move.
Yeah. That's right.
I do that because I live alone.
His brother's dead now, so he's got the bathroom to himself.
Well, I guess his dad's busy staring at Hunter.
His dad's busy passed out drunk in the den.
Watching a basketball game.
Toronto Raptors.
Big Raptors game that night.
This movie leads the league in dumps.
This is the most dumps we've had in a Cinephobe movie. Shut off valve on the toilet's leaking, by the way.
Back to Alex's room, the fan, binoculars, fires, and explosions book.
Guy has all the greatest hits from Exposition Publishing and Exposition Home Video. Engineering analysis of fire and explosions. A press release from the NTSB. Air Disasters Volume 1.
The Facts. That's a great title.
Air Disaster. That one was a video. This one's a book. How experts investigate air crashes. A book that's called Emergency. That's it. There's no other subtitle to it. The Fall of Pan Am 103. There's a map with a bunch of circles. Airport operations manual. Plane schematics.
A blueprint of the plane? How did he get that?
Yes.
Guys, I want to remind you, for 39 days, the FBI has had him as a suspect or at worst, a person of interest in the blowing up of a plane. So he went and got all this material after with the feds tracking him. He is a known terrorist at this point.
He's doing his own research.
Once again, I make a joke and the joke comes to life a little bit later. There's a magazine that clearly has cum all over it. The way those pages are all wrinkly and shit, like I know a cum-stained magazine. And finally, a 20CB computer and printer with USA Today on the screen.
USA Today on the desk, double USA Today. We're back in the 20CB.
He notices the wind blow the paper. He picks it up, sees a picture of Ali Larder, and he immediately takes out a Penthouse magazine and starts jacking it. Immediately.
Not immediately.
Immediately.
He stares at her giant popos for a good hard second.
Immediately decides to jack off like Buck Rogers with a porno mag.
Golden dumpster.
Flip it.
Who has goddamn porno mags anymore? Welcome to the 21st century, Buck Rogers. You designed a house with fucking iPads in the walls. Yet you're jerking your dick like a goddamn pilgrim.
That's right, man. I like to fucking read.
Now, the cover of the Penthouse, People versus Larry Flint, an expose, penis piercing, the new erotic etiquette for self-mutilation, and potency pill for men, first dramatic U.S. response.
Whoa, is that Viagra?
I'm guessing.
Wow. Origin stories for Viagra.
The date on the magazine was February 97.
Dude, it's a keeper.
Oh, yeah.
It's gotten some use. That's the only one he has.
Some use?
The next thing we see is a close-up of a razor, a shaving razor.
Yeah.
And I said, is he about to shave his balls? Because I do that shit too. When I'm about to shave my balls, I watch a little, to get my juices flowing, just to kind of make the hair stand up on end, make it easier to shave off.
We're back to rat face.
Oh, it's the other dude.
This is a tremendous amount of information I don't need.
Almost too much.
A lot more hog talk than I was expecting in this episode.
I told you, there's a lot more hog talk to come.
He's using a razor. He has no facial hair. He has no shaving cream. What the fuck are you doing?
Oh, I'll not dry shave. I'll throw some water in there, but I don't use shaving cream.
But you have hair to shave.
Yeah, for sure. The water leaking from the toilet is like Windex blue. This is coming from the pipe. This isn't coming from above. This is the shutoff valve.
Oh, good call.
It's so we can see it.
He immediately cuts his throat.
Because of course. Because you're shaving nothing.
Shaving for suckers.
Did the Predator just go behind him?
Yeah.
CGI shadow, suspenseful music.
I love how they tease all the different ways he could die. Is he going to slit his throat? Is he going to stab himself up the nose? Is he going to get electrocuted, time cop style?
Mm-hmm.
The water coming below his feet.
Plugs in a boombox. Mr. Sunshine on my fucking shoulders, John Denver.
He's full of shit.
Back to Hunter Dunbar whacking off.
20 CV porn looks horrendous. So many words.
Way too many words.
It would be like pulling up Pornhub and then just going straight to the comments section and reading all the comments.
You have to.
Which I do from time to time.
What's happening here? He feels guilty looking at tits because of that pic of Allie? He starts to put the mag away.
Have you ever had an attack of conscience while trying to beat off to the thought of a classmate, coworker, or otherwise acquaintance that you're not actively fucking?
Not in the slightest.
Dude, I'd be combining shit in my head.
Are you kidding me?
What are you doing, Amin?
Combination.
Drake.
Absolutely. I'll be seeing him and see someone else like, all right, I'll be right back. Go to my room. Like, okay, now she walks in and then she does this. And I'm like, oh yeah.
And they watch me and him.
Derek? No, Pierre.
Don't you go near Derek.
Speaking of combination, an owl appears outside his window and he throws the penthouse at it. That's when the fan turns his penthouse into confetti.
We got our friends at Taffer Fans to give us these state-of-the-art oscillating fans. Men are 62% more likely to keep drinking before they whack off to a porno mag like they're Buck Rogers if they feel a cool breeze.
You can also use it as a shredder. As one flake lands on his leg, he picks it up, turns it over.
That says Toad.
Toad.
I'm trying to keep an open mind, and these motherfuckers are really pissing me off.
You can use it as a shredder to help you get the ooze out of your hog. Look at this photograph. I laughed so hard at the look on his face when he fucking chucks it at the goddamn.
Oh, is that Allen Iverson behind him?
Oh, it is. AI.
And Michael Jordan.
Oh, he's got all the grades. He likes everybody but the Knicks.
Yeah.
I'm thinking here, get this truck of logs. Give me that scene and I will file this thing.
More like a truck of hogs.
Hog talk.
This isn't going to go well for Zach.
Back to Rat Face. He opens the shower curtain. His mom's unmentionables are hanging dry.
Okay, I don't understand. Have either of you ever seen a wire laundry cord hanging in the shower?
No, I've seen, obviously, using the shower rod.
Sure.
Or shower hog, as Amin would call it.
Yes.
You hang it on that, yes.
No, shower rod's too thin to be a hog. Yes, I have. This is a very 20 CB thing.
Okay.
Before in-unit washer dryer was a thing. You sometimes will see the remnants of it in a bathroom where it's got the little hook where the other end of the wire is supposed to go.
Yeah.
That isn't what I was Sean Astoning about, nor is him getting choked by the fishing line, but him touching his mom's panties.
Would have never happened.
There's not a person in the world who's gonna be like, oh, Mom.
Hey, can you come get this shit? I'm trying to take a shower.
Mom!
After getting the fake out where he stepped away from the water, now he steps back, slips on the water, dives face first like he's aiming for a pie in Howard the Duck.
Mm-hmm.
The metal cord wraps around his neck, and all of a sudden he's slipping and sliding on shampoo in the tub. Can't get his balance.
Mm-hmm.
He's hanging. He's choking. He's gasping for air. Creepy shot of the bath toys watching him.
I got a picture of that.
Where's Dad? Passed out drunk watching the Raptors.
He's pretty ass off here in this scene. You know what else is ass off? That fucking octopus toy I just sent you.
Is that an octopus? Is that what that is?
100%.
I thought it was like a Muppet.
A Muppet of an octopus.
Oh, I guess.
The rubber duck, ass on.
Ass on? No way, dude.
The frog behind it, Kermit way back there, ass off.
Now he's reaching for the scissors. He can't reach.
You're dead. I thought it was going to fumble it and then it was going to stab him in the face or some shit like that. Yeah.
He finally loses the struggle. He gone.
The water gets sucked back into the toilet, covering its tracks.
Why?
Got sucked off.
CT5 worst villains, death.
Ladies and gentlemen, plot lift off.
Why is that plot lift off?
Because now death is here to finish the job.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's grade the death. The metal clothesline didn't make sense, but Amin said it's a real thing. Seems like if he had not flopped around like a fish out of water, he could have figured this out.
No, but you're panicking there. I don't understand how it wrapped around him 4 times.
I guess that was Death's doing.
Yeah.
That was the design.
Yeah, I guess so.
So it made him slip on the water and it made the wire wrap him up. I think this is a 3.
No, I'd love this death. I think it's a 7.
I'm going 6.
Well, I'm choking a 7, I guess.
Maze, I also need you to remove the makers of Delta Farce from worst villains, my OLI, and replace it with death.
Hunter's on a nightly stroll, sees the coroner and ambulance at Ratface's house. Shrek and Donkey are there. Why is Allie hiding behind a tree?
She doesn't get the death notifications. Why is she there?
She tells him to get out of there. The dad walks up to Hunter and says, "Didn't you see it? You caused Ratface so much guilt over George staying on the plane. He took his own life."
Father of the year over here.
This dad's ass on.
Hunter Dunbar responds, "Why would he make plans to suck my sweaty asshole if he was going to kill himself?"
We're going to wrestling camp.
Blanston.
Singlet.
He wouldn't do that. He said we'd be friends again.
After you got better, Dad just walks away and FBI's staring him down. Allie's gone. She's hiding like a Ninja Turtle without the trench coat. She actually hid. Next day, he's walking and a big ass leaf falls in front of him. It caused him to walk right into Allie's driveway. Wait, she's a fucking welder?
Yeah. Yet another lady sculptor.
Didn't know that was her.
Oh, really?
I was so thrown off. Who's this lady? Why does she have a dog?
Almost autumn.
It's only the end of June.
Yeah, but everything's always in transition. You focus even now, just 1 week into summer, you can almost feel autumn coming. I like being able to see the future.
This is weird Cobra formula. It's pure nonsense.
Teenagers do not make small talk by talking about the weather.
This is horrible writing.
He wants to know why she was at Toad's house last night. She says she's seen enough to know the FBI doesn't investigate teen suicides.
She's seen enough X-Files.
But how did you know?
Means 1, they still don't have a clue what caused the crash. 2, they haven't ruled out anything. The fact that 7 people got off that plane is weird enough, not to mention that one of those people had a vision or whatever of the plane exploding minutes before it actually did explode is highly suspicious.
While she's blabbing on, he's just staring at her popos.
Yeah.
Look at this photograph. He is not leaving a single word.
Those are eyes down, man.
He's lost in another world.
But Alex asks why she was there last night. She changes the subject.
She walks over to some shitty metal sculpture Jean-Claude Van Damme thinks is a cow.
Your damn cow is in my way.
It's not a cow, Jag. It's the swamp.
Whatever it is, it's in my way.
In your way?
Do you know what this is? This is, who's the springy head guy? It's you.
Cobra formula?
Not a likeness. It's how you make me feel, Alex. I'm sorry?
How the fuck was he supposed to know what it was? You crazy broad? If it's not, it doesn't.
That's why you're an orphan.
No, like you, the sculpture doesn't even know what or why it is. It's reluctant to take form, and yet creating an absolute incomprehensible attraction.
You know what? There are some Preston Myers vibes because she says,
4 years of high school, we haven't said one word to each other. At that moment on the plane, I felt what you felt. I didn't even know where those emotions were coming from until you started freaking out. I didn't see what you saw. I felt it. You can still feel it, can't you? Something from that day is still with you. I know because I can still feel you. That's why I was there last night.
I'll admit, maybe my brain is not in the right place.
Oh, boy.
Because I said, bro, you can smash and never call her again.
All right.
To the respect, guys, women, to people respecting women.
Okay.
He thinks this could be in their head.
It just feels like it's all around us. What if Toad was just the first of us?
What kind of jump to conclusions bullshit logic is this?
Is that something you're feeling? He wants to see him again. She says, let's go see him. What?
My cat Freddie loves to be brushed and cuddled. But stirring up his cat allergens meant sneezing and itchy eyes. Then I found Purina One Live Clear. It's cat food that reduced the major allergen and my suffering in as little as 21 days. Now, we feel closer than ever. If you have issues with cat allergens, you really need to try Purina One Live Clear.
Try new Purina One Live Clear today. Purina One, a difference from day one.
Are you still quoting 30-year-old movies? Have you said cool beans in the past 90 days? Do you think Discover isn't widely accepted? If this sounds like you're stuck in the past. Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. And every time you make a purchase with your card, you automatically earn cash back. Welcome to the now. It pays to Discover. Learn more at discover.com/credit card. Based on the February 2024 Nielsen report.
This episode is brought to you by PetSmart. Stop by for Yappy Hour with your pet at PetSmart. Save $5 on walk-in grooming services like nail trims, ear cleaning, brushing, and more. No appointment needed every weekday from 2 to 6 p.m. And while you're there, Yappy Hour includes exclusive in-store deals, like 25% off pet toys. Visit services.petsmart.com/grooming to learn more.
They go to a funeral home.
They break in through a stained glass skylight and lower themselves down into a coffin.
Is this from Rhinestone?
Built by the carpenter from Gone in 60 Seconds.
I was a pretty dumb kid in high school, but there's no way I would have done this.
A girl tells you, I feel an attraction to you. You wouldn't go follow her into a funeral home?
Clear is exhilarated. It gives me a rush. This place? Doing something I'm not supposed to. Cobra formula.
Yeah, I would have absolutely done this if Giant Popos had asked me to.
Hog formula.
That's when I realized it.
Is there a fucking normal teen in this entire podunk town?
No.
The normal teens died on the crash.
They go into the embalming room. She asks why they made him up like Michael Jackson. Reference.
Todd's arm flicks, scaring them both.
Whatever it was that made him Todd is definitely gone. What?
Wife.
His cock.
Oh.
And Bloodworth comes out of nowhere, extremely ass off.
Candyman!
It's Candyman!
Oh, shit!
Shh, please, you'll wake the dead. Snapping some shears.
He says chemicals cause spasms.
And jargon.
Why does hand do that? Jargon.
Vascular flesh create cadaveric spasms.
Causes jargon.
Alex starts to stammer an explanation. I know who you are.
For the Delroy Lindo All in a Day's Work Award, he has nothing but nonsense to say here.
What?
He has nothing but very crucial exposition.
He does a great job of it. I'm not saying he's bad at it. I'm saying this entire scene is nonsense.
Well, it's nonsense because they don't ask who he is. They don't have any questions for him. He does this unprompted.
In death, there are no accidents, no coincidences, no mishaps, and no escapes. What you have to realize is that we're all just a mouse that a cat has by the tail. Every single move we make, from the mundane to the monumental, the red light that we stop at or run, the people we have sex with or won't with us.
Why was that the other alternative, Candyman?
How the fuck did he sneak that in there?
Why can't it be the people that we have sex with or don't, not the people we have sex with or won't have sex with us?
What does that have to do with Death's design, Candyman?
By the way, he's talking to teenagers.
The airplanes that we ride or walk out of. It's all part of death's sadistic design, leading to the grave.
Design. Does that mean if you figure out the design, you can cheat death?
Alex, you've already done that by walking off the plane. Your friend's departure shows that death has a new design for all of you. Now you have to figure out how and when it's coming back at you.
Okay, finally, this movie's gonna get going and this guy's gonna be a character. Nope!
Never again.
It is the Delroy Lindo. This is it, one and done.
He was prominently featured in the trailer.
Because he explains the fucking movie!
Because he's Candyman. That's why.
Get the supercharger ready. This Hunter Dunbar
Whoa!
design Does that mean if you figure out the design, you can cheat death? This nigga don't know shit. He's just a creepy-ass dude who works alone in the morgue. Why do you fucking think he has the answers?
Because he does.
You don't know that. You have to go off what you know as the character. All they know is they broke into a funeral home and there was a guy wearing suspenders hiding in the shadows. The only black man in town, by the way. There's no way they're comfortable with this.
Well, that's why he works in the morgue. The only time he sees them is when they're already dead.
Got a lot to do here. Everybody hold on to your butts. This is plot liftoff.
Oh, this is plot liftoff.
3, 2, 1, yeah!
You're supposed to be doing my song.
Also, give Candyman the Harry Dalton U.S. Geological Survey Award for he knows what fucking movie he's in.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Is that an award?
That's a great award.
I will bump the Honest Thief Award for lying. I'll move Go and Shaquille on Your Butt down to 5 and the Harry Dalton U.S. Geological Survey Award.
Hey, do me a favor, move mine up to 3. Move everything else down. Harry Dalton Award.
Mine is at 5. Everything else is down. Ballistic Experts Sever Off-Screen Voice Award. Sorry, you're gone.
And then also, our man Toad on the embalming table. His eyelids are fluttering.
Nice.
Art Award.
The Art Award. Future Cinephobe.
We've just got the exposition of the chemicals that are making this happen.
His eyelids?
Aren't there veins in your eyelids? If it's shooting shit vascularly, right?
Is there cadaveric spasms in there?
I don't know.
Is that what you're saying?
Play your hunch, Alex, if you think you can get away with it. But remember, the risk of cheating the plan, of disrespecting the design, could incite a fury that could terrorize even the Grim Reaper. And you don't even want to fuck with that Mac Daddy.
Calling the Grim Reaper the Mac Daddy is the most 20 CB thing we've ever had.
You called it 20 CB. I called it white rights. White.
Yeah, white rights indeed. Oh, different white rights.
Alex does a nice clap. Well, we're going to be going now that you've given us this very crucial exposition.
He does the blackjack dealer is leaving the table. Like, all
right, thank you.
Who the fuck is doing the terrorizing then?
Hunter Dunbar.
Is Death being bullied? And this is when I first came up with the theory that Death went to work and got his ass chewed out.
Oh, yes.
A fury that could terrorize even the Grim Reaper. That's his boss.
Who do we think is Death's boss? Is it God or the devil? Because I kind of think it's God.
Well, it's not the devil.
It's got to be God, right?
It's got to be God. Yep.
Is he at the same level as Kevin Durand or is he lower?
Lower.
Grim Reaper's lower.
Well, different department.
Right. It's a different department, but it could still be the same level of executive.
I think it's a higher level, but I also think that Kevin Durand and Bettany would be shitting on him.
Oh, for sure. Because they're the right hand of God.
They'd be ripping him apart for leaving 7 kids off the plane.
Oh, you couldn't kill 7 teenagers?
They're on the plane.
And an unstable hot teacher?
You let one of them get a gust of wind to tip him off? Is that how you do it?
This kid took a shit next to his friend, heard John Denver, and got freaked out.
Nice design, Death.
Maze, you called this plot liftoff?
Yeah.
I do have a note that says, okay, maybe this was plot liftoff. It's certainly exposition liftoff.
Hey, guys, we need to come up with the scene to really bring the movie together.
In case all these idiots watching it didn't figure it out yet, we've got to really hammer him for it. All right, they're creeped out. They leave. Sorry they broke in. No harm, no foul. I'll see you soon.
No, he won't.
Is that a threat?
I thought, okay, cool. He'll be back.
Me too.
Nope.
Cut to them getting coffee.
Cappuccino, macchiato.
It's the 90s.
Latte.
Come on, man.
Java.
Hunter says the mortician said Death has a design. I'm talking about omens. He wants to know how any actions they make, no matter how little, that they may have set off things in motion to lead to their death someday.
40 years from now, 10 years from now, tomorrow.
That's life, dickhead. That's how life works.
We don't, unless we open ourselves up to the signs it's willing to show us.
He then pushes a piece of a porno mag to Allie Larder.
He slid it across the table like he was making her a salary offer.
Like he's negotiating. Yes.
How about this? Does that do it for you?
This is some clunky ass exposition.
Buddy, you were whacking off and then threw your magazine into a Taffer fan. You don't get to talk about design of death.
Clear wonders if Alex had more visions. I didn't, but I might as well have. This is a message from something or someone hinting at a design.
She starts going on some argument rant against what he said. He stops paying attention because he doesn't pay attention to fucking shit.
ADHD.
Instead, he's focused on a bus.
Camera rotates around to reveal there's no bus.
What if it was their time and it still is? If it is, then it's not finished and they'll die now instead of later. unless they find the patterns and cheat again. Cut to Carter, saving Silverman driving around.
Chevy Camaro SS350. He's holding her hand up to his mouth in a very weird PDA. Is he still mad at Alex?
You bet your ass, because his motherfucker does a goddamn Dominic Toretto 180 turn with that car.
Power slide.
He just wants to fuck Hunter Dunbar, doesn't he? That's what this is all about.
He does want to kill him, but I think he wants to fuck him to death.
Oh, like the dude from Lionheart.
You're kind of pretty. I don't know if I want to fight you. Well, fuck you.
And the dude from Street Kings.
We got a soundtrack.
He said it. He said it.
9 Inch Nails.
Pictures in my head of the final destination.
He almost hits Stifler on a bike, pulls up to the cafe. Silverman's trying to stop him. This kid is a fucking psychotic person. Says, looks like we have a bit of a reunion here. Carla Fugino is there too for some reason. She's moving in a couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm. She just appears. Oh, shit.
It started to make me wonder if she's having an affair with Carter. One of those weird teacher-student things.
Well, he's shamelessly flirting with her here.
In front of his girlfriend.
Stifler rides up and says, Carter, you dick. Alex wants to explain to them. Everyone starts yelling at each other. Terry says, they died and we lived. Get over it. If you want to waste your life beating the shit out of Alex every time you see him, then you can just drop fucking dead.
Steps off the curb and gets absolutely milk trucked by the bus he saw.
Oh, nice. Shout out to
Paul Blart's.
Oh, Paul.
Yeah, it's Paul Blart, man. His mom got milk trucked.
Oh, I was thinking about Practical Magic.
Oh, no, that's produce trucked.
Yeah, that was my bad. River grocery aisle.
Let's grade the death. The steps into the street and gets hit by a bus thing happens a lot. However, this was not totally played out in the year 2000.
No, this was still pretty early, yeah.
It was this and then Mean Girls were the two real trendsetters.
Yep.
And at least they didn't bye-bye man this thing with the bad dummy.
No.
She got splattered.
This is a good shot, man. This is a good shot.
I think this is a 5.
Oh, no, this is an 8.
Yeah, I'm with Zach. This is a high one. This is a pretty good one. I would go 7.
I feel like Mayes is too low on these deaths, man. These are good.
Well, I really didn't like Toad's death. I thought that was bad.
No, that's a good one. It's clever.
It's a good opener.
Him slipping on the shampoo and everything, yeah, it's a good mix into it.
And they teased all the different ways he could die.
If this was the first gets hit by a bus death, I would have bumped it up, but seen it 100 times at this point.
They're all splattered in her blood, and I said, Carla Fugino is going to kill herself. She is not doing well with any of this. Now we get some Alka-Seltzer product placement.
20 CB, sir. Pop, pop, fizz, fizz.
Oh, what a relief it is. Absolutely.
Are they still in business? Do they still make Alka-Seltzer?
No one has indigestion anymore, no.
Alka-Seltzer's not for indigestion.
What is it for?
It's like aspirin.
Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, shit. I don't know. I've never taken it. I don't know.
No one has.
I thought it was always like, oh, I got an upset tummy or something.
40 years, no one's taken Alka-Seltzer.
They had so much money for fucking ads, though.
Well, you got a slogan like that.
They had a jingle.
She calls him. Apparently, she said it's clear again. I said it's Claire again. You want to talk to her? Dad lies, says he's in the shower. Newscast position says National Travel Safety Board has a new theory on the cause of the plane explosion.
It's a bunch of jargon.
Jargon caused it for sure. Map of the plane, path of the fuel leak.
Yes, there's a graphic showing a red line connecting explosions on 3 different seats, and Alex recognizes that it's Todd's seat.
That is Peyton Manning's Madden passing cone that he could see. That thing is wide as fuck, man.
I'm pretty sure it was Eli Manning.
Cut to him putting tracing paper over an image of the graphic in Microsoft Paint. Then he takes the trace over to a seat chart he's marked up and realizes that death is coming for them in order, and Valerie is next.
Die in the order they would have died. That's death's design.
Because I don't want Mace to keep supercharging, I call this rebingoed.
Oh,
fucking rebingoed.
He knows Carla Fugino's next. Yep. Cut to her house. She's packing up. She's on the phone.
I kind of think everybody would have died at the same time when the plane exploded. Am I crazy? I don't remember a series of chain reactions from the vision.
The only people who didn't is maybe the people who got sucked out of the plane if they died before it exploded.
Well, they got sucked off.
No, Carter got off the plane. What's this creepy doll on the couch?
What is this thing?
Terrifying doll.
I was beside myself.
Dude, it's fucking nuts.
Because they just showed it and moved on.
We never get exposition on it.
What the fuck is that?
She's talking about seeing Terry die. She's talking about what happened to Larry.
Ass on, crying.
She's recaps positioning the entire movie to whoever's on the other line.
Everything reminds me of that day. Lived here her whole life. Nothing but great memories.
Exposition.
Now looking out her own front yard makes her feel nothing but fear. And who does she see?
Hunter Dunbar is creeping, man.
Cucko Dunbar.
She's got a call back. She immediately calls Shrek. Hunter's creeping around her car, looking under it.
Why is he lurking?
Checking her tires. Then Shrek and Donkey pull up.
Yeah.
Get in the car. He's like, okay.
As Valerie walks away from the window, a damp gust of wind wiggles the curtains.
With everything that's happened up to this point, seeing him creeping under this car, he should be in jail.
Absolutely.
Circumstantially, I don't care. You're the feds. Guantanamo.
Alex tells the FBI he believes Miss Luton is next. There's a pattern occurring. An Agent Wiener
Donkey
is mocking him, doesn't believe. Valerie pulls a record out of the closet, says to no one, Mom's favorite.
Who's she talking to?
Us.
Have some of this Ovaltine.
More cocoa.
Mr. Sunshine on my fucking shoulder, John Denver's greatest hits.
Colorado, Rocky Mountain High. I've seen it rain and fire in the sky. The shadow from the starlight is softer than a lullaby. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado.
Agent Shrek continues to patronize Alex, asks to be caught it in TV static. Alex never asked for what happened.
You guys can sit there in your little chairs and make fun of me. Whatever, it's fine. But I saved 6 lives on that plane. 6 lives, and everybody in my entire school thinks I'm a freak. And I'm not suffering from post-traumatic stress. I don't have a narcissistic deity complex. I'm not going dumber on you guys. This just is. There is a pattern for us all. There's a pattern for you. There is a pattern for you. There's a design for everyone. And I don't know how yet, but I'm going to break this one.
Yeah, you don't sound crazy at all, kid.
Okay, that's the second you'll get arrested.
You keep naming like fucking criminals.
Mayes, I hope you've clipped this speech at this point. Please splice in Stiller from Meet the Parents in the interrogation. You have to.
I've got a plane full of people saying you threatened that stewardess.
I was not threatening her. I was just trying to get my bag into the overhead storage thing.
You were acting like a maniac and you threatened her with a bomb.
No, I said I didn't have a bomb.
You said bomb.
I said it's not like I have a bomb.
You said bomb on an airplane.
What's wrong with saying bomb on an airplane?
You can't say bomb on an airplane.
Bomb, 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 bomb. You gonna arrest me?
You assaulted an airline employee.
What if I was in the military and I was a bombardier?
Right
bomb, 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 bomb,
put you away for a few years.
This little shit is a teenager talking this way to FBI agents. Are we supposed to root for him? I'm rooting for death.
You are dead.
You can't do it enough.
Meanwhile, Carla Fugino grabs a kettle, rubs it, and it moans.
Well, the genie inside.
It goes, I was like, fuck.
Was that the kettle or was that you?
Dark shadow in the reflection. She turns around nervously. She throws a towel on a knife block. Never seen anybody do this ever.
That's Chekhov's knife block.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
Check off the old knife block. The movie is funny to me because it makes you look way too closely at mundane household activities, trying to imagine how they could kill you, like making tea.
I like the shot of her lighting the stove again.
Ooh, very tension filled.
Very cool, zoomed in and shit.
Very hot.
Put the stick right in there. Turns on.
Donkey knows that he didn't blow up the plane. He's ready to move on, but then survivors are dying.
Correct.
Alex, nobody has control over life and death unless they are taking lives and causing death.
You said it.
Now, can you promise me that no one else is going to die?
You are dead.
No, I can't. As long as I'm in here, it's out of my control. I'm sorry.
You sound like suspect number 1.
It's out of your control.
They say, get out of here.
What?
Scram.
You're letting him go?
Shrek, that kid gives me the creeps. Couple of moments there where I almost believed him.
Sometimes you give me the creeps.
Don't take this the wrong way.
I was like, wait a second.
Is there a right way to take you give me the creeps?
I thought he was going to say, don't take this the wrong way. But I'd really like your hog in my mouth.
What?
I thought there was a tension going on.
That's what you thought he was going to say.
Yeah.
Is hog talk somehow the horseman of this movie for Amin?
Hog talk is absolutely, yes. Back to Fugino. She's pouring tea in the mug. She looks at the mug, then throws the water out on the floor because it's a high school mug.
But not the mug.
Well, you need that for the hot cold reaction that's about to happen.
She picked that mug out, correct?
Of course.
But she didn't see the other side of it.
But she knows what mug she owns.
No, it's a one-sided mug.
Mugs he owns?
She's so rattled. She talking to herself again. You've got to stop this. It's a stupid mug. You're out of here. Pretty soon you'll be gone.
You hot deranged angel.
She gets vodka out of the freezer and a bowl of ice. And then we get an extreme close-up as the mug cracks and vodka starts leaking out.
Hot to cold.
Dripping vodka all over the floor. She walks near her computer. She's dripping vodka all up in the computer. We see it drip inside to the circuit board.
Dude, death is in the computer.
It starts to spark and smoke. She leans in. It explodes. Shard of glass to the neck.
In her fucking throat?
In her throat.
She's bleeding everywhere. Hunter's walking, sees some dude burning leaves. It freaks him out for some reason.
This is very creepy, though. Why is this man burning leaves?
Computer sparks like the trail of booze. It lights everything on fire, blows up the vodka bottle. She hits the ground. He's running to her house.
This is like scary movie right here. This is scary movie levels.
100%, yeah.
I'm laughing as all of this shit is happening to her.
This is the funniest death for sure. She reaches up for the towel on the block of knives. Guess what happens? They tumble, big knife right in her chest.
That's a big fucking hole.
Look at this photograph. Every time I do, it makes me laugh.
Pass on, man. Oh my God. Why is she looking like that?
Oh, man.
Hunter comes running into the house for some reason. He walks through all of the blood.
Yep.
Goes over, tries to help. Another small explosion knocks a chair onto the knife in her chest to plunge it in more.
Hammers it in. He pulls out the knife, putting his prints all over the murder weapon, bloody footprints on the ground, and he runs away. Guess who's randomly riding by on his bike? Stifler.
This nigga's on a bike all the time.
Lance Armstrong.
Day and night.
Alex runs out. The whole house explodes. Massive fireball. Way better than Honest Thief.
Whoa.
Runs right past Stifler and doesn't bother explaining shit.
Stifler then says dude, and the Grim Reaper says sweet.
But what does mine say? Let's grade the death.
That's a 9, man.
That's a 10.
This was an 8 for me.
That's a great death.
This is what I remember from Final Destination of the Rube Goldberg machine progression.
Oh, see, I just remember the logs.
Yes, Zach remembers logs. It wasn't one thing that killed her. It was the progression of things.
I'm pretty sure the knife killed her.
The towel over the knives was the dumbest part, but it was funny.
I think she was still alive. I don't know, man.
It was until the chair fucking knocked that shit in.
Yeah, well, that's true. The chair fucking elbow dropped onto that knife handle. Shrek and Donkey talking to Allie. They say if he contacts her, it's in her best interest to call them for safety. Gives a card, toll-free number 20CB.
20CB. He looks dubiously at her sculpture. Interesting work.
Pretty sculptures, and they're pretty interesting. Cut to Carter almost running over Stifler on a bike.
Again.
Carter, you dick.
Stops, gets out a switchblade, and he's carving Terry's name into the memorial.
He gives up immediately.
At first, I thought it was a tree. I was like, this is what you're doing? And then he's like,
tree what?
Her name deserves to be on this.
Tree plaques?
On a fucking plaque? Plaxorisis.
Clear is being followed, wants Carter to take her to Alex. Why would I want to see him?
Why would your dad?
Because he knows which one of us is next. Cobra formula.
Cut to the three of them driving to New York City.
This song is as 20CB as it gets.
What the fuck is this song? Clip it?
Oh shit. My very next note is, what is this song?
Oh my gosh, that song!
All the candles in the world would not be enough to match the burning in my soul and the fever in my heart. Count the places of devotion, count the altars of despair, as we're going down.
Stifler asked Carter to drive the speed limit and don't pass on the right. Oh, because he just took his driver's test.
Carter with his ass on says he's getting a vision. Stifler is the next one. Hey man, why'd you say that?
Because of Cobra formula.
Because if you say another word, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
They pull onto the accident site, Jones Beach State Park. She says he's there, where to search for him, how to meet back up. She finds him sitting on the beach.
Immediately.
This is an awful plan by her.
Terrible plan.
You two dudes drive off. I'm going to walk in the dark around here.
No cell phones.
How did he get there? He doesn't have a car.
No.
He walked, I guess.
He walks more than Hulk Hogan and Suburban Commando.
He's a Kenyan marathon runner.
He never gets tired.
No distance is too far for him. He's going cross country. It doesn't matter. They sit on the beach, and it wouldn't be a Cinephobe movie. Wouldn't have all the trimmings without some grade A poppy talk.
Mm-hmm.
As she started telling the story, I thought she was saying my dad left for some cigarettes and never came back. I was like, I don't blame him.
No, it's even better.
Film noir.
This dumbass asks if she thinks they're still up there. Somehow they're still on that flight. Are they safe? I was like, you idiot. One, they very much died in that explosion. Two, they'd have to refuel.
You haven't thought of the fuel.
You haven't thought of the fuel costs.
It's been 39 days.
She says when she was 6 worried about her parents dying. He says most kids do. She says most kids never have it happen. I said, shit, she is an orphan.
Oh, you didn't get that from her house doing sculptures by herself?
Some guy robbing a 7-Eleven blew her dad's head off when she was 10 because he went to go buy cigs, and now I am worried about Snacky's health.
Oh.
I am worried about whether or not he's going to die.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't even think about it. You know what I thought about when I figured out that her dad got shot? I was like, so she's half black. Her dad is Terry Crews.
Jesus Christ.
I guess that he heard someone say, don't turn around. So on reflex or thinking it was a friend joking, he did. And the guy blew his head off.
Blew his head off?
Life became shit after that.
Writing.
Unbelievable, unremarkable shit.
Writing. Horseman.
My mom just couldn't deal anymore. She married this asshole who my mom with the real dad would have crossed the street to avoid this guy. He didn't really want a kid, so my mom didn't either anymore.
I need you to clip in Phoebe Cates from Gremlins, her Christmas story, because it is exactly as convoluted as this.
Now I have another reason to hate Christmas.
Okay, what are you talking about?
The worst thing that ever happened to me was on Christmas. Oh, God, it was so horrible. It was Christmas Eve. I was 9 years old. Me and Mom were decorating the tree, waiting for Dad to come home from work. A couple hours went by. Dad wasn't home. Mom called the office. No answer. Christmas Day came and went, and still nothing. So the police began a search. 4 or 5 days went by. Neither one of us could eat or sleep. Everything was falling apart. It was snowing outside. The house was freezing, so I went to try to light up the fire, and that's when I noticed the smell. The firemen came, broke through the chimney top, and me and Mom were expecting them to pull out a dead cat or a bird, and instead they pulled out my father. He was dressed in a Santa Claus suit. He'd been climbing down the chimney on Christmas Eve, his arms loaded with presents. He was going to surprise us. He slipped and broke his neck. Died instantly. And that's how I found out there was no Santa Claus.
It's so fucking stupid.
But don't worry, she's going to bring it home with some motivational speech.
That was the design for my father and my family? Then fuck death. I have thought a lot about that somewhere, Alex. It exists, that place, where my dad is still safe, where he had a full pack of cigarettes that night and just kept driving. Where me and my mom, my dad are still together and have no idea about this life here. Where our friends are still in the sky. Where everyone gets a second chance. Alex, we can't give up.
Her mom got dick down so well.
She left her child.
Dog, that is next level.
It didn't take much for your mom to leave. She was never going to be your mom.
CT5 best sex.
CT5 worst parents.
Now they're all speeding in the Camaro. Alex can't go home. The FBI is looking for him. Luckily, Clear's dead Pop has a cabin in the woods they can go to.
How much property does this 17-year-old have?
A lot.
Her dad died and left her everything, and her mom just left her.
Carter calls Browning a fucking warlock.
I like that.
Stifler snitched on Alex to the FBI. Clip Sam Mitchell.
We have snitches on the show today.
No, we don't have snitches. We have
Sam
truth tellers.
Mitchell.
We have truth tellers.
The FBI is trying to blame Alex for everything, even the plane.
Yes, they blame you because you hang around crime scenes, bro.
Yeah, it's called being a suspect, you bingo.
Stifler says the fire caramelized her blood, leaving footprints, leaving fingerprints.
Okay, now I've firmly admitted in the past science is not my stronghold, okay? Can you caramelize blood? Does that work? Does blood caramelize in that way?
It's all part of Death's design.
Carter wants to know if she's going to be the next one before she was. He says yes. Carter wants to know who's next out of them.
Clip Stifler Lambre here.
Please.
Tell me I'm gonna get to see the Jets win a Super Bowl.
Gonna need a lot more than cheating Death's Design to make that happen.
He's now mad that he didn't feel up Tammy and the T-Rex in the pool that one time.
Carter's panicking, refuses to look at the road. He's staring at Alex.
He crashes the fuck out, man.
You have a responsibility to tell me.
You think it's gonna make it easier to know, Carter? Huh? It's not. It's gonna make it fucking harder.
You know, you get off having control over me. You let me decide how to deal with it.
It doesn't matter who's next. Because we're all on the same list, all of us.
What is this logic, bro?
He's unhinged at all times.
All right, then why bother? I mean, what's the fucking point, right? Me and Terry, we'll be back together on the other side. So why wait any longer?
Carter steps on the gas, blows the stop sign. They yell at him to slow down. May as well go out on my own free will, right? Not with us in the fucking car.
Hunter notices the seatbelt is split in half. Then he looks down and it's in one piece. Oh no.
Stifler shouts, I fucking hated French class. We know you don't speak it. Clear tells Carter to get control of himself. That's what I'm doing. It's all right to be scared. He's whining like a Ruth.
I'm not afraid. All right, I decide when it's time. I control my life. I control my death. You have to prove this how big your balls are, not now.
What happened to You're Never Gonna Die? 2 days ago, you said I'm never gonna die.
Well, his girlfriend died.
Okay.
And his teacher crush died.
At some point, he starts doing the Don't Be a Menace. Let's go. The string around goes, woo! Clip it, Maze.
Let me tell you about drinking and driving, man. Boy, that shit is fun, man. Yo, what you do is get yourself a 40, right? Then you get on the freeway, bam, punch it to 85. Then you turn off your lights, let go of the steering wheel, boom. It will bug you out, boy. You gotta try it, man.
I'm gonna try that.
Speeding towards an oil tanker, they just miss it. Stifler's close to puking. Alex sees a reflection of a train in the window.
Hey, T-Bone.
Clear's yelling at Carter to stop, so he stops on the train tracks and parks.
Gate goes down, bell sounds, train's coming.
It's coming.
She's telling him to drive. They're telling Stifler to open the door. 3 of them get out. Carter's staying right there.
It's taking him a long time to get the fuck out of the car.
Carter's playing with his lip, decides it ain't my time.
Tries to start the car, can't. Tries to get out of the car, it locks itself. He's screaming. He can't get out.
Oh, death.
Hunter Dunbar comes and gives him the most wicked, vigorous, handy-dandy ever. Right through the window.
He tries to get him free. Stifler doesn't help, just says, he really is next. Hunter rips him through the seatbelt. The train obliterates the car. It explodes, but it worked.
Bye-bye, man.
He pulled him free. We see Chekhov's metal scrap on the ground as the train is going over it.
Glinting in the light.
They all rush to him. She asks if he's scared now. He nods. Hunter says he saw the belt. Stifler starts screaming Carter's next. Stay the fuck away from me.
He's standing oddly close to the train.
So Stifler definitely won't be the next to die.
Fuck you, Billy. I'm not dead. Oh, you will be. You're dead.
You're dead.
You're dead.
You are dead.
I bet nothing happens with that metal scrap either.
And you ain't taking me with you.
Train passes. Metal scrap gets kicked up by the train. It decapitates Stifler. Immediately cuts his head clean off like a Ginsu commercial, man. That level of sharpness is insane.
Whatever, motherfucker!
What the fuck, man?
The body falls like 4 seconds later. The body ass off.
Let's grade the death.
I didn't like it. That's a 2.
Solid misdirect. Carter being a bingo. Of course, Billy is screaming, you're dead, before he dies. So much joyriding before. I'm going to give it a 4.
I gave it a 4 as well, man. Only because we all got to use the line, decapitated.
Yep, that was a menage.
Hunter Dunbar starts screaming at Carter. It should have been next.
That's the plan. That's the design. You should be fucking dead.
Okay, seriously, arrest this kid. He's screaming, you should have been murdered next.
Yeah, well, you're the fucking devil.
I agree.
The sirens are going off. He says, hey, why don't you two get the fuck out of here? Same note too, bro. Why are we just loitering at all times?
He sounds insane.
Fuck, I saved him. And because I saved him, it skipped Carter and went to the next person in the path of the explosion. Billy.
I have to see it. And if I see it, then I intervene. And if I intervene, I cheat the design.
But intervene? What are you, God now?
God's not afraid to die. Gods don't die. We do, you know?
Baby, you're losing it, okay? The police will be here.
Pimps don't cry, gods don't die.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Clear's calling him baby. Since when? Did we miss some scenes?
My note, did she just call him baby? Since fucking when?
Dude, I'm telling you, that's some crazy pussy there, but whoop!
He says police are coming. He says me too. Have to get him to the cabin. He's saying he's next. She says she will be. He won't let that happen as he grabs her head awkwardly.
And she's so horny. I could smell how horny she is right there.
Ooh.
Misogyny? No.
Genuinely, I can't even spell misogyny.
For once, Carter is the one providing logic and reason. He says, get the fuck out of here. Now we're at a creepy cabin. Creaky swinging thing on the porch. Alex is attempting to death-proof the cabin with duct tape.
This bingo.
Putting corks on nails.
He's anti-home aloneing.
He carefully puts a propane lantern in the middle of a watering ring. He puts on gloves to open a can of cat food.
The best one is when he takes the duct tape. And this is supposed to like prevent this entire bookcase of knickknacks from falling over. Just one strip of duct tape. He lights a lantern.
Buddy, what are you doing? Have you not been in this movie?
There's a circle of water around it.
It's oil.
And I said, he's an idiot.
He made a moat. Moat's dacule.
Repeat offender.
He needs to have an oxygen tank.
Why is he eating cat food? Why?
At first, I was like, that is the worst can of tuna I've ever seen. Now that you say cat food, I'm like, well, I've never seen cat food before. Maybe it is. I don't know.
I'm going to go with Mayes. Mayes knows.
I tried to see the label. There wasn't a label.
Well, he tore it off. He tore it off for safety?
It might be canned chicken, like somebody in a Chef Reactions video.
Oh, maybe.
But regardless, it's the first time we're seeing him in this cabin, and he's already on canned cat food diet.
By the way, it's his second can because there was already one in the bag of trash.
Yes.
This dude is housing cat food.
He looks disgusting while he's eating it. It's a full-on Charlie Kelly situation.
Wind blows, bag of garbage teetering. It falls over. Tuna can, or I guess cat food can, rolls, bumps a fishing rod. It falls. Lure grabs the door handle. He jumps up to keep it closed as a blade passes through it for a little bit.
He nearly jumped into the knife.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Dive into the knife.
Is he mocking? Is he taunting death?
Big time. He pulls out a fishing hook. Rusted. Tetanus. Nice one.
I overlooked it. You tried to capitalize, but I caught you. You fuck. I could beat you. Yeah, maybe not forever. But I got this cabin rigged to beat you now.
He slams the door shut. We cut to lightning in the sky. Allie looks out the window, sees the feds in the car. She looks at a photo of her and her dead dad.
Look at this photograph. Every time I do it makes
Along with Poppy Talk, which makes that what?
Combination.
These terrible FBI agents are bored as fuck.
She sneaks up on him.
They're the worst. Walks up to the window, not turning Alex in. Says it's too dangerous for Alex out there alone. Wants to go with them, but they say, no deal. Tell us where he is. And gives their word that they'll bring him into protective custody.
Hunter's throwing newspapers into a fireplace. He sees the newspaper story about Fujino's death, and Kristen and Blake's parents are setting up a memorial scholarship. I read it. $2,500 a year.
That ain't shit.
Ain't shit.
20 CB maybe. That might be shit. I don't know.
Both things were real articles.
Yeah.
I love that.
They're pretty, by the way.
But seeing this reminds him that they existed and that he changed seats. Can't believe he forgot. I never moved. Clear's seat was in front of mine. So let's get this straight. Did Death also read this article and realize?
Did.
Clear was wide open to get murked.
The plane exploded in the sky.
Colorado, Rocky Mountain High. I've seen it rain and fire in the sky.
Death got back to work, and God's like, oh, you're not going to like this one, man.
Your TPS report just came in.
Damn it. You're not going to believe it. He switched seats.
Oh, come on.
He realizes that Clear is next after a gust of wind blows out his lantern. Clear looks out her window. Lightning bolt zaps a transformer, which hits a spinning clothes dryer. Man, clotheslines are everywhere in this movie.
It's a horseman.
Spins the electrical wires onto the house. She goes to a different window and sees a wire ignite a fire in her front yard. Alex is leaving the cabin right as the cops show up, runs away from them
to a fucking canoe
and shoves off to paddle into the lake. Who knew that Clear's grandma was Ruth?
Fucking Hunter Pocahontas Dunbar?
Whoa.
Are you kidding me?
You guys are focused on the wrong part. The idea that the cops were like, fuck, we've got no answer for him canoeing away.
Shoot him.
Other than driving around the lake. And I'm like, well, can't he just paddle back then?
Yes.
Because once you guys leave, he can just turn around.
Now it's a game of cat and mouse.
But he has to get to Clear.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
So he has to do it anyways. Clear's lighting a candle in front of 4 different Eiffel Tower models.
Dude, when she opens the drawer, I'm not trying to be funny.
Oh, boy.
I was like,
I don't like where this is going.
whoa, that's a lot of dildos. And then she grabbed the candle. Like, oh, it's a candle.
Not Amos and Andrew.
She opened a drawer in her bedroom, Zach, and she lives alone. And she's horny. And the drawer is filled with long cylindrical things. What am I supposed to think it is?
Look, I think there's a chance what you're saying has some logic, but I think in terms of thinking about it from a traumatic experience, her mom got dicked down so well that she left her now fatherless child, right?
Yes.
Abandoned her child over this.
Over dick.
I got to think sex isn't big on her plate.
I would disagree.
Sexual horniness. I think in this case, it goes the other way.
No, I think it turns her sex crazed. Like it's like deep down inside her.
No. If anything, she'd be against it.
It's hereditary.
Oh, hereditary. Okay.
It's like mutant genes. It takes something to unlock it, but once it's unlocked, it's like
hereditary.
Hereditary?
Hereditary.
Oh, hereditary.
Yeah. Okay, now I'm in.
There you go.
Now you turn me. You can't do it enough. I'm telling you, you cannot make that sound enough.
Noodle is frantically barking at the live wire outside.
Oh, this bingo.
I love dogs. This dog needs to shut the fuck up, man.
Her dumbass.
She puts her coat on to go help, and a gust of wind blows out the candle.
Why did you go?
Save the dog.
Zach, would you save Boogie if you saw that shit happening?
Of course.
No, you wouldn't. You would not.
It wouldn't take me 10 minutes to unchain him.
You're telling me.
There's a live wire and my dog is next to it.
And this thing is spinning like crazy. It's not just a live wire. It's just... And you also know that death is coming to kill you.
You are dead.
But I also know death is incompetent because this fucking bingo I know that I want to have sex with has outwitted him left and right.
Again, CT5 worst villains.
You're really good at killing guys with oxygen tanks, not so much this guy.
Well, no.
And there's the last name.
Alex stumbles out of the boat. He sprints onto the road. The cops are now pursuing him on foot. He's running through the woods. Alex, we're trying to help you.
He can't stay on his feet for more than 3 or 4 paces, and they still can't close the gap.
They are incompetent.
He falls down the hill and damn near deep throats a broken branch. No. Look at this photograph.
This was an incredibly fake filmmaking moment. There's no way he catches himself with that momentum or any of that.
No, of course not.
Clear is yelling at the dog. Live wire hits the whirling dervish clothesline. It goes sparking and spinning in the air and impales the ground right next to her face.
When it punctured the above ground pool, I said, this white trash broad.
She's an orphan. That's why. Well, not an orphan, but, you know, her mom left her to predict. Is he going to run to her house? That's when I figured out he wasn't escaping.
Yeah. She said it's only a couple of miles from her place, the cabin.
Oh, gotcha.
That was good exposition earlier.
Yeah.
Also, in the show English Teacher, one of the plot points is that a character's boyfriend is trying to dig his own pool. And they make fun of it mercilessly throughout the entire season.
She gets the dog free. She tells him to run. He jumps out of the way. What? She jumps up on the trellis, avoids electrocution.
More impressive, that or the tiger in Double Team.
Oh, no, it's the tiger.
Yeah.
Doing this to fucking Mickey Rourke. He's over there.
She sees the dark shadow pass over the spill as the live wire is shocking the collapsed pool. The dog runs off into the woods. She's trying to climb up to her window. Alex sees a lightning bolt hit a tree. It's going down. It's yelling timber. It falls on him. And now he's face down in groundwater.
Face down, ass up.
Gurgling.
These gagging noises, guys, I'm sorry to say it.
No, you're not.
Kind of doing it for me.
Oh, God.
I'm like, oh, shit.
Allie is trying to climb to her bedroom window, but pieces of the house are coming off. She's hanging on above the electrocution fuel.
She's hanging like Doc Brown in Back to the Future.
Same note, too, bro. I said, meanwhile, this broad is trying to help Marty get back to 1985.
Hunter pushes up out of the puddle to breathe again. Allie gets to the window, breaks it, avoids the live wire, hits the cable, causes her shit-ass TV to explode. All the outlets and bulbs are exploding inside the house.
Raining sparks like it's New Alcatraz.
Please tell me her name being Clear isn't to do an elaborate joke about she getting electrocuted to death. Clear.
Oh, see, I thought it would have been like, you're in your first name.
Oh.
She jumps in the car, can't get the garage door to open because of the electricity. She crashes through the garage door, but the entire apparatus goes through her windshield. Now she's stuck.
Not quite the logs.
Can of paint thinner crashed to the ground. I said, okay, I figured it out. The Grim Reaper is Kevin McAllister from Home Alone.
You're dead. No, because Kevin McAllister was successful, largely successful. This guy's terrible.
Hunter gets to Allie's house, sees the live wire still going. She finally breaks the car free. It zaps the car, kills it. Her shitty cow sculpture breaks open the can of paint thinner. It starts leaking everywhere. He tells her to stay there, not touch anything. She's grounded by the tires. What the fuck's happening? He grabs a shovel. He's fighting this live wire with a shovel.
Swatting at the live wire.
He's trying to knock the live wire off like I was trying to knock off that wad of toilet paper in the toilet bowl on my flight. Yeah.
He then throws a shovel.
No, it gets ripped out of his hands by the live wire, knocks a canister of gas open, gets propelled under the car. Live wire lights up the turpentine, straight line to the canister of gas, huge fire under the car, right in front of his face. Alex tells her when he does this, it'll skip clear and all be over. It's the only way we can cheat death again.
You're standing right in front of him.
No, don't.
What?
I am not going to let it beat us both. You know what to do. I'll always be with you.
What?
FBI pulls up. She's screaming. He grabs the live wire. She gets out of the car right before it explodes.
A mini explosion.
He gets launched back into the garage. Live wire goes out. She rushes over to him. His hands are burnt to shit.
His hands are fucking charbroiled.
Damn it. You can't do this to me.
Like a goddamn Burger King Whopper.
Come on, baby. We had a whole relationship that didn't happen in this movie. Come on.
Zach, have you thought of the smell? You haven't thought of the smell. You bitch.
Fade to white.
Camera's moving down a bright white gate for an airplane. 6 months later.
Bienvenue en France.
I guess this means A, he's alive, and B, he's giving her the hog.
She's now blonde. She and Carter are deboarding a plane in Paris, and he's alive.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Film noir. I can't believe we got on a plane again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you know what I am saying?
They're drinking on a restaurant patio in Paris. Hunter's babbling about they made it and completed a puzzle, but something's missing. I said, could it be Stifler's head? They cheers to all of the dead people. Carter laughs. If you told him 6 months ago, 3 of them would be sitting there having a drink. And I said, yeah, you were a psychopath.
His personality has completely changed in 6 months.
But how is Hunter Dunbar ever allowed in an airport again?
He should not be. Because when the feds pull up, it looks like he's trying to murder Allie.
Of course.
If we're being honest.
There's nothing that's exonerated him at all.
6 months.
From any of this.
Federal incompetence.
6 months have.
6 months of death saying, fuck it, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Death has given up.
Death has to regroup.
Death got suspended for gambling.
Point shaving and shit.
Went and played baseball for a summer.
Oh.
Wait, no, hold on now.
That's a means guy, apparently.
Don't do that, man.
Some busker on the street starts playing Mr. Sunshine on My Fucking Shoulders, John Denver in French.
No, I said some French fuck with a guitar starts playing John Denver.
Carter is a completely different dude at this point.
So different.
But his ass is still on. Sometimes it feels like the two of you are the only ones who can really understand. You were right, Browning. It did skip us. It was a design. We beat it, you know. We won. Clear says the only thing they won is a chance at a full life. A chance I won't ever waste.
Grabs his hand. Yep. He agrees, but then there's something he can't figure out about the design. He's got the seating map still.
In his fucking pocket.
Crazy.
He's like Tapper with the blueprints when they're about to renovate a bar.
Just so we're clear, he got on a flight with a seating map that had all these fucking...
Yes.
Okay, just check. All right. Pre 9/11. You can do that.
He's had this thing in his pocket for 6 months.
He'll have that longer than he had that porno mag.
Tactical redundancy about the order. In Alex's case, no one intervened. Thrown from the power line by the explosion. So why did it skip you, right? How do we know this isn't exactly what was meant to happen? That out of everyone on Flight 180, you, me, and Carter were meant to live. Maybe that was the design all along.
Carter's now losing it.
Yes. It's all coming back to him now. All the therapy.
Can't change stripes.
All the lithium prescriptions. Doesn't matter.
He's Draymond Green. All that counseling for nothing.
Carter says, or you could still be next. I didn't make up the rules. For all I know, could circle back and get us all again. But I am the safest fucker in the world because you're still next.
What?
The busker sings Les Montagnes Rocky, which cracked me the fuck up. Alex starts looking around. He sees a butcher hook aside a beef, something rolling on scaffolding and raining debris. A waiter lights a heat lamp with a fireball. A newspaper blows by. Wine spills on the seating chart on his name, and he stands up in a panic.
French Pepsi sign starts falling down off the building.
Oh, Le Café Miro 81. Killer sign month is back.
Le Pepsi.
But we only see the 081, or that's 180 backwards, guys.
Whoa, filmmaking.
Clear saw a reflection of the bus in the window. And she yells for Alex, who stops short before getting pancaked by a bus again. Death is already out of ideas. It's recycling deaths. Carter tackles him out of the way.
I told you were next. And it just skipped me. So who's next?
The 180 sign comes swinging back in. Cut to black. Roll credits.
Roll credits?
Death's still out there.
Where are my fucking logs?
In the squeakle.
I just want to see a truck with logs.
Shit is Now You See Me levels.
Let's rate the death. This was a 7 to me.
What?
Multiple misdirections.
This is a 3 tops.
I love a killer sign. It's a Cinephobe staple.
You love Montaigne, rookie.
I also love the French busker. Monsieur Soleil sur mes épaules, Jean Denver.
Show me the sign hitting them then. That's a 1. I'm sorry, that's a 1. I want to see it. Don't tease me.
And now Clear has the sight. You might say she's clairvoyant.
No, I wouldn't.
Hey, Fidelity. How can I remember to invest every month?
With the Fidelity app, you can choose a schedule and set up recurring investments in stocks and ETFs.
Oh, that sounds easier than I thought.
You got this.
Yeah, I do. Now, where did I put my keys?
You will find them where you left them.
Investing involves risk, including risk of loss. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC, member NYSE, SIPC.
This episode is brought to you by Loom by Atlassian. Are you feeling stuck at work? Get your team unstuck with Loom video messaging and move work forward. Use Loom to simultaneously record both your screen and yourself to share a quick update, provide feedback, train a colleague, and everything in between. Plus, add Loom AI to your meetings for instant written notes and recordings. Try Loom today at Loom.com. That's LOOM.com.
This episode is brought to you by Chevrolet. When you have 4 new tires, every drive feels fresh. Right now, buy 3 select tires and get 1 for just $1 during the Chevrolet Certified Service Fresh Start Tire event. Visit Chevrolet.com/service offers or see dealer for full details. At participating U.S. GM dealers only, highest or equal value tire will be $1. Offer ends 5/31/2025. Not available with other offers.
Who cares if you lose the game? You got this off your chest. I mean, it's just one night of bar trivia.
One night of bar trivia is sacrosanct to us.
Trivia is sacrosanct.
The original plan was to have death as a much more obvious entity in the film as it was in Todd's death, with Todd seeing the shadow in the mirror and the water running back to the toilet to cover its tracks. After Todd's death, it was decided to have the deaths look like rare accidents. This way, To Kill the Flight 180 survivors pays tribute to The Omen. In it, also rare accidents happen around Robert Thorne and his son Damien.
The story was originally going to be the concept for an episode of The X-Files, which was inspired by Soul Survivor from 1984. In that movie, a woman who is the sole survivor of a plane crash starts to be haunted by dead people that death uses temporarily as vessels trying to kill her to correct its plan. The survivors were originally adults, but New Line made Reddick change them to teenagers after the success of Scream. Quote from James Wong, "One thing we were all in agreement on from the start is that we didn't want to do a slasher movie. I became very excited when we decided to make the world at large in the service of death, our antagonist. Everyday objects and occurrences then take on ominous proportions, and it becomes less about whether or not our characters are going to die and more about how they will die and how they can delay their deaths. The entertainment value is in the, quote, ride, not in the outcome, and by placing the premise of the film on the inevitability of death, we play a certain philosophical note."
Flight 180 has been confirmed to be loosely based on the real-life disaster of TWA Flight 800 that occurred in July 1996 near East Mauritius, New York, en route to Rome with a stopover in Paris, and it had high school students and also experienced an in-flight explosion due to a spark igniting the center wing track. Roger Ebert, who praised the film, calls this illusion a bit tasteless.
Whoa.
Jeffrey Reddick has since debunked this. The aircraft was a 25-year-old Boeing 747 built in 1971, initially ordered by Eastern Airlines, but purchased by TWA as a brand new and registered N93119 after Eastern canceled its orders for the 747. TWA is identified as Boeing Customer 31, and the aircraft is a 100 series, thus 131. It's also loosely based on the crash of Pan Am 103, also a Boeing 747, in December of 88 over Lockerbie, Scotland. Many of the passengers were thrown out of the plane and fell to their deaths. Also, several people on the ground were killed due to parts of the aircraft crashing to the ground.
Several characters are named after famous horror film directors, actors, and producers. Billy Hitchcock is named after Alfred Hitchcock.
Axe.
The Brownings and Toad Wagner are named after Toad Browning, who directed Dracula and Freaks. Larry Murnau is a reference to Friedrich Wilhelm Murnau, who directed Nosferatu. Blake Dreyer is a reference to Carl Theodore Dreyer, who directed Vampire with a Y. Valerie Luton is Val Luton, who directed Cat People. Agent Shrek is Max Shrek, the actor in Nosferatu. Terry Chaney is Lon Chaney, the actor in Phantom of the Opera. Krista Marsh is Friedrich March, actor in Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Agent Ween is Robert Ween, the cabinet of Dr. Caligari. And George Wagner is directly named after Universal horror film producer George Wagner.
Caligari, that's Nick Cage's favorite movie.
There are 5 historical persons that have had similar experiences to the concept of premonitions and cheating death as a theme of Final Destination. There's Alfred G. Vanderbilt, an aristocrat, had a ticket to board the ill-fated ocean liner Titanic in 1912, but canceled his trip. 3 years later, in 1915, he perished in the sinking of the Lusitania. There's an urban legend concerning a stoker named Frank Lux Tower.
Frank Lux?
Frank Dukes.
Frank Lux?
Who survived all 3 sinking of the ocean liners Titanic, Lusitania, and Empress of Ireland. Winston Churchill in 1914 said that on one of his frequent car rides in World War II, an inner voice told him to avoid sitting in his usual seat in the car one day. Thus, he avoided death when a bomb dropped next to that side of the car. William T. Stead, a psychic who perished in the sinking of Titanic, is also rumored to have had premonitions. And Adolf Hitler claimed that when he was a young soldier in the World War I, one day he was looking for a place to sit down in a trench with his fellow soldiers, and a voice almost literally pulled him off the place to sit down to the opposite side of it. Moments later, a bomb exploded in the trench, killing all of them but Hitler, adding a 6th person. Seth MacFarlane was supposed to be on one of the 9/11 planes and was hungover and missed his flight.
Not really the same thing, though.
Well, it's kind of, I mean, that's a premonition.
Also, I know it's your guy, but I'm going to guess Hitler was lying. That didn't really happen.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Seth MacFarlane.
No.
Because, I wouldn't stand for that.
The exterior of Miss Luton's house was built in 5 days. The residents of Vancouver didn't want the filmmakers to blow it up as they thought it was a nice house. The numerous appearances of 180 in the film refer to the film's original title of Flight 180.
So stupid.
New Line decided to rename the film to Final Destination through fear of confusion with other films like Air Force One or Con Air.
What?
Also, Final Destination is a better title.
Right, it's way better.
Zach, the original casting choices for Alex and Clear were Tobey Maguire and Kirsten Dunst. Oh my God.
That's a better movie.
Well, they couldn't get him.
That's a much better movie.
That's how they ended up with Devon Sawa and Ali Larder.
Oh my God.
Clear's cabin is the same cabin seen in Lake Placid.
Oh!
So that cabin could be a repeat offender.
It's eligible.
Could also be a daisy chain.
It could be a daisy chain. That's up to a main. Unless you want me to pick.
Considering his extensive knowledge of death's design and how it works, many Final Destination fans have theorized that William Bloodworth, aka the Candyman, is the human personification of death.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Or at least some kind of representative of death. However, both Tony Todd himself and Final Destination's producers have denied that being true.
Of course.
So, for the purposes of this theory, Bloodworth is a human being with no known connection to death itself.
Zach, buckle up for the greatest Sweet Annie piece of trivia ever. A romantic subplot between Alex and Clear was deleted from the final cut. The infamous beach scene originally ended with both of them kissing, and Clear later finds out that she's pregnant. There's an alternate version of the scene where Alex saves Clear from the wires, but dies from both electrocution and catching fire. Clear then has her baby, whom she names Alex, and together with Carter, she creates a plaque for their 5 deceased friends, which is placed on the memorial.
Oh, I thought you meant Carter was moving in.
I mean, he is.
When Carter laments that Alex never got to see his son, Clear assures him that he does, as she feels Alex's presence every day. A romance between Alex and Clear without a pregnancy was retroactively used in the sequel.
What romance?
Baby.
What are you talking about?
Come on, baby.
Over the course of the movie, Alex is almost killed 7 times. He's nearly killed in an explosion, almost run over by a train, almost impaled in the face by blunt branches, almost drowned after a tree falls on him in a puddle, almost electrocuted while saving Clear, almost run over by a bus, almost crushed by a neon sign. It could be 8 times if we believe his suspicion that the rusty fishhook would have given him tetanus.
I would add a 9th. He almost got blown up by that car. He could have died from that. It was a mini explosion.
I'd like you all to do an experiment on a plant, something that may benefit mankind. And if you devise something that's groundbreaking, I guarantee you a A in this course.
Oh, well, hold on, man. You firing me? You can't do that, Lionel.
Look, man, if you don't want me to have a foreman job, I understand, but I need my fucking job, man.
Louis Pinnock Accent Award.
Larry.
Forbes Angus, the French teacher.
Larry.
Larry, the French teacher.
Or Ratface, because nobody talks like that. You don't talk like that to a broad.
I'm going Larry.
To be clear, Larry, not the actor who plays Larry.
Not the actor who plays Larry. Larry, the character.
Larry, the French teacher. Get her done.
You did done? You did done.
Let's show them who the horsemen are, guys. Huh?
Yeah, we got soul.
Five Horsemen. I had Reflections and Gusts of Wind. I think it's Gusts of Wind.
No way.
It's bad writing, man.
It's bad writing.
Ooh.
Get the fuck out of here. It's bad writing.
The opening scene where the family's talking and all they're doing is painting exposition.
Oh, so you're 17 and you're going to France for the first time with your class.
With all your friends? On the loose.
Hey, I hope the plane doesn't crash.
Okay, Alex.
Breathe in through nose, out the mouth.
Ass on, ass off.
Teddy Rex, Moosey Teddy Rex. Teddy Rex, Moosey Teddy Rex.
Ass on. Fuck it, ass off. Ass on. Fuck it, ass off.
Michael Biehn Memorial Ass On Award. There's a lot of people. I had the brother that you called Leah Forever.
Yeah, Leah Forever.
But I think it's Kerr Smith as Carter Horton. He pissed me off so much.
He's pretty bad. I'll say Devon Sawa.
Yeah, Hunter Dunbar for sure.
Carl Weathers Memorial Ass Off Award. I really thought he was coming back for more than one scene. I know you guys are going to say something about the monkey toy from the beginning of the movie. Or
No, that's not where we're going.
Oh, boy.
When May said, I really thought he was coming back for one more scene, I said, he did in the explosion.
Ali Larder is Clear Rivers. Tony Todd is William Bloodworth is my pick, but you guys are going to say something else.
It's a passenger on the flight.
It's oxygen.
Well, Amin said it. All right, moving on. Go to the dumpster.
You asshole. That guy went for it, man.
You're good at keeping secrets?
Absolutely.
Because I've got a present for you. Secret present outside by the dumpster.
Is it a baseball mitt?
To fit you like a baseball mitt, like a glove. I hope.
Golden Dumpster nominees. Toad convincing Alex to take a dump together.
Sweep it.
Death's Sadistic Design monologue. Alex shit-talking Death in the cabin. You fuck. And the 180 sign killing Carter on the backswing.
I'm never gonna die. When he pulls out the Penthouse magazine from his bottom drawer, right after he picks up the paper and stares at the giant purpose. Stifler getting decapitated. Clear trying to help Marty get back to 1985. Finally, that's a good sign. The younger, the better.
Oh.
Be a fucked up god to take down the plane.
Jesus Christ.
Where are you going, Zach?
It's going to be Carter announcing, I'm never going to die. It's such an unhinged thing to say.
It's the opposite of the Harry Dalton Award, too.
Oh, yeah.
Maze?
I'm going to give it to Candyman, Tony Todd, Death's Sadistic Design monologue. It's the only time in the movie where I leaned forward like the video game meme.
Sure.
Okay, here we go. This is it.
Yeah.
Little did I know it was literally it. He's done. That's a wrap on Tony Todd.
Amin?
Him pulling out Penthouse magazine to yank it after he stared at her giant purpose.
That tracks.
Hog talk.
Well, Maze, you picked a motherfucker.
Motherfucker. I like that.
Fulber file.
Much like Zach, I do think I was waiting for some stuff that happened in Final Destination 2. And if I recall, collect, the deaths were better in Final Destination 2.
Which I would expect.
Because they had the backing of the studio. They had a hit.
You got the formula now.
They also executed the formula better because I think the chick who has the visions, the people actually died in order. As opposed to the plane exploding where everybody would have died at the same time and they kind of forced it. You know, I got excited to rate the deaths. Okay, let's do it. And I would say they were all fairly underwhelming. The bus one is probably the funniest one. I think it's a good concept, and I think it obviously makes sense that it's been successful as a franchise. But man, the writing was terrible in this. The acting was pretty fucking terrible. I was so disappointed Tony Todd didn't come back. It's a phobe.
Zach,
I didn't get my logs.
Zach, do you want to go to the bathroom together and get some logs?
I realized during this movie, I hate Devon Sawa. I hate his face. I hate his voice. I hate the way he acts. I hate his movements. I hate his fish face. I hate how sweaty he was in this movie. I think he's got stupid hair in almost everything he does.
He had a lot of 20CB hair in this movie.
It's super 20CB hair. I'm not trying to be rude, but I just fucking hate him. I do not like the sight of him. This movie is a great concept. It is poorly executed. I was expecting more. It's a phobe.
I mean,
well, this is the hard part because, like you guys, I was expecting something different. I laughed so many times. You said you thought the bus death was funny, Maze. I thought the teacher dying was 1,000 times funnier.
I mean, the huge knife.
It's so good.
Pretty hilarious.
And the chair.
With the chair knocking it in.
Yeah.
It's acted horribly. Everyone's bad.
Not everyone.
Well, yeah, not everyone. First of all, I thought Tony Todd would be back. I thought there was going to be a lot more Candyman. I thought he was going to be our pseudo guy throughout this whole thing and not just one scene.
He was. They packed it all into one monologue.
One day's work, yes. You know, I thought about all the horror movies that came out around that time. Scream, I Know What You Did Last Summer. And they all had a certain level of polish to it.
Acting? Oh.
It's not just acting. It's writing. It's everything, right? That this movie just didn't have. I wonder if the log scene had happened, whether I would have filed it.
If I get the logs, it's an automatic file.
You can go ahead and sweep it, boys. That is a phobe sweep.
Send us your phobe file, Golden Dumpster, ass on, ass off. 5 Horsemen, Lewis Pinnock, plot liftoff.
Send Zach your logs.
At Talk Hoops, at Darth Amin, at Corn Puzzle, at Cinephobe Pod, at Count the Dings. We're dropping the Discord, patreon.com/Count the Dings.
Next time we make love, you introduce me to Jade.
One more pick I pick? Amin, what's yours? You got it next.
All right, so... Yep. I know...
Never take that off the board.
You're dead.
Julia Robb hurts.
I'm going to go with Supernatural as my daisy chain.
Ooh.
The problem is I've got the movie I want to do versus a movie that I'm like, oh, we should probably do. The movie that I want to do that is a rental is a movie that I really fucking like and could not for the life of me understand why the critics didn't like it. And I worry that it's a movie kind of like Maze with Hot Rod. When you actually like a movie, you don't want to open it up to you assholes fucking tearing it apart.
I have no problem.
But the other movie I don't give a shit about, it's just like, oh, this one's not a rental. It would be the only reason I would take it.
Yeah.
But guess what?
Do you think you take longer to announce your pick?
All right, well, I guess I'll announce it. It is Jim Carrey in The Number 23. And the daisy chain
Saw it in the
is
theater.
numerology. Saw it in the theater, and I thought that movie was so fucking crazy. Everywhere I went, everything added up to 23. Shit was happening to me. I was fucking out of my mind for a strong month. The paranoia was at an all-time high.
First Jim Carrey appearance.
Will he be the only Jim Carrey? The last Jim Carrey award.
The real Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
You remind me of a old, washed up Jim Carrey.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, I'm not going to say that about my man, JC.
7%.